This is band practice.
Jesus. But
Don't be scared.
No, the theme song always gets me because you know how it for us it starts like right at the end, so it's like I guess right at the crescendo of the the
good part, bro.
Yeah, it's like bam right there in your ear. Fuck it.
So we're back,
and here we are.
And Alger has returned.
Here.
Cheers.
Cheers. And in honor of Pride Month, Krebs is gay.
There you go.
Right out the fucking gate.
Right out the fucking gate.
That is confirmed right there.
And in addition, pumping iron is gayer.
It is.
Fuck, man.
It is.
I've watched it. I've analyzed it a couple times, and it's gay.
Yeah, I was saying, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't see the list, but did you not go like point for point exactly why or what scene what
why
parts
yes,
were?
Monkey, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Krebs refused to show it to me, but
yeah, we have a group message with Alger, me, and Krebs, and there was definitely like a 2-day long conversation about how and exactly why pumping iron is gay.
Yep. Yeah. And it's mostly because it's shirtless Lou Ferrigno, Arnold Schwarzenegger, or what's the other guy, the short guy?
Franco Columbo.
That guy.
Look, bro, there ain't nothing gay.
Shirtless, rubbing each other, watching each other work out.
They're just working out, bro.
Not just working out. They're not watching each other very intently.
No, bro. They're
intently
bro, that's how you
out.
spot, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, him. That's how it works, man.
Spotting
I guess
dicks.
I'm lazy as fuck.
Damn it.
Yep. Sorry.
Because whenever I spot you, I just like kind of stand there until you start making noise, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I probably should pay attention for the next
Monkey's
step.
been coming to the gym with me for like 2 months now, every morning.
Nice.
Just saying, I'm the only one that's able to.
Oh, no?
No. I'll stand there.
There you go.
He stands there, he's like, do one more, bro.
Yeah.
And his arms are down by his side. You got this.
Yeah.
And then he walks off and gets
fine.
water.
Yeah.
It's only like 300
It's
pounds.
not my
Just
fault.
do it.
I haven't taken my medication yet.
And he still has, so he's working out every day and he still hasn't finished pumping iron.
Nope.
There's a moral to the story in there somewhere, but it's mostly gay.
That I don't like gay porn. It's not my thing, but that's cool if you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man.
It's Pride Month, bro. It's all right.
Hey, nothing gay about getting your dick sucked, all right?
Hey.
I'm not gay. He sucked my dick.
Mustache felt great.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think I even know what I would do with that.
I got a question for you, Alger.
Okay, go for it.
So, do gay guys even give a shit about abortion?
No, we're going here again.
Really?
Because abortions are all
right into it.
Yeah, abortions all over the place. I mean, you probably don't give a shit. You and your husband, because you guys are fostering now, right? You're still fostering?
We started
Or have you
fostering.
adopted?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
No, we fostered a kid, and I don't know how much I'm allowed to really talk about because.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But we did it. We had the experience, but we're kind of in the middle of moving.
Okay.
So we can't house any kids right now.
Okay.
So I think if you were,
I feel like that's the opposite of abortion.
it is.
Yeah.
But
So,
if we
Gay
were
guys leading by example.
if
There you
we
go.
were to be like trying to have kids through in vitro, that might come up at some point. Like if there was ever a point where you find out the kid had some type of genetic disorder or something like that, and you'd want to make a decision
No,
on
thanks. I'm good. You can
that.
get rid of that
just
one.
hit the cancel button and there you go. Restart.
No, just CRISPR, bro.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I ain't got CRISPR money yet.
Yeah. I was going to say. You got to wait till like they do that a couple of times for it to get cheap.
No, man, you just go over to China.
Yeah, okay.
CRISPR. The bootleg version.
Yeah.
I think that's in Cuba. I don't think that's in China.
Oh shit.
You go to Cuba, they're gonna be like, CRISPR, yes.
Yeah.
CRISPR.
All right, for communist medicine.
They're just gonna inject you with some silicone,
There you go.
and not even like real silicone. No, they're gonna pick up some shit at Home Depot.
No, you're going to get some
Fucking-
fake tits, and then they're
Fake
going to
tits
send
made
you
of-
on your way. Oh, yeah, we did it for you. You're good.
Yeah. What was it? A couple years ago, there was a chick in Hialeah who was injecting people with like no shit cement mix.
Yeah,
There was a couple
that's
doctors who did that.
I would say I've heard them doing that with the same thing with like Fix a Flat. Or like, like, I don't understand why you don't get that done by a doctor.
I don't
but
think fix-a-flat is a medical term.
It is now.
neither is cement mix. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Whatever it is you were just saying.
He's English, not very good looking.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay.
But yeah, no, that's like that's just one of those things where like if you can't afford to do it right, just leave it
Spend the
alone.
money.
Apparently the Lord wanted you to have small tits. Just go with it. It's
Save
fine.
it. Save up a couple months.
Yeah, some
Cancel
dudes
Netflix.
like it. It's all good.
Cancel
yeah.
Netflix. You're not watching it right now anyway.
With the money you're saving for the next like 20 years, you might be able to afford it.
There you go.
figure if you
You'll
cancel
afford one.
Well, you figure if you cancel Netflix for 3 months.
This one's on
They're gonna-
layaway.
There you go.
Oh shit! They're gonna repo the left one.
6 more payments and this one.
But I told them I didn't have it anymore.
But you figure if you cancel Netflix for say 4 months, right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna save 4 months worth of Netflix money, and then when you get it back, you're gonna be able to binge watch everything that came out in those 6 months, whatever it is.
That's true.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know
you
why
get to buy a titty.
But with cement titties, you have to lay down though. You have to
Yeah.
lay front down. You can't be on your back watching. it.
God, that
otherwise
just-
you can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's heavy. Cement's heavy.
Yeah, it is.
So, how long have you suspected Krebs of being gay?
Since you guys started calling him gay.
Oh, damn it! Thought you were gonna give me longer than that.
No, I hadn't really
I
thought of him as gay.
I figured that you just like probably just started thinking about it, and then eventually
He
like,
does
"Hmm,
ask
you know
a
what?
lot
I
of
see it."
questions though. So
I see it, and okay, yeah. So I'm just saying that's confirmation enough for me.
secret crossdresser, definitely.
I don't think that's so secret.
Yeah, I don't think that's very secret
No.
at all.
No,
I
he does
mean-
it as a joke publicly. Secretly, he takes his shit
So
seriously.
like, you're saying that he actually like goes in front of the mirror with his outfits on and like kind of looks at himself and like,
me?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
I'm your private dancer.
Krebs is gonna call me tomorrow when I post this and go, "Fuck, man."
shout
I'm gonna
to
blow up my
Krebs.
spot.
Oh Jesus!
Because I imagine he's still promoting the podcast. So I'm curious how long until he stops.
He is
I
our.
haven't seen a lot of posts about the podcast.
No, and I need to have a talk with our.
His marketing has.
I'm
going
gonna say like
down.
I'm gonna call him our director of social media, but like because like I've been asking him for the Instagram password, and like he told me no one time, and then the rest of the time he just stopped responding to me.
Damn it!
So like
He's
because
mad because you're calling him gay.
I didn't call him gay.
Yes, you did. The last show you went on for like a
Only
10-minute
a couple-
tirade about how he sucks dick.
Only a couple of times, and I said it was possible. I didn't say that he did it. I can't confirm. I
You
just
went on like a 10-minute fucking rant about
I
him
said like
sucking
he,
dick.
I said he probably has. I didn't say that he. Like I said, I don't know what he does.
Fuck, man.
No, he's never brought me-
called him gay. I just tried to suck cock.
He tried it once. He's like,
I
this tastes
said
like
maybe he
coconut.
sucked the cock. I didn't say that he. I didn't say that. That doesn't mean that like it's confirmed that he is. It just hey,
Well,
And you said it really judgy too.
no,
And it's Pride Month, bro. That's kind of fucked up.
that is
no, I don't care.
me as a representative of the LGBT community here.
Oh, okay.
Offended.
Okay.
Ooh, do what I want now.
But yeah, well,
It reminds
hold
me
on.
of that,
he's
that-
Mexican, so
There you
Ooh,
go.
shit. Well, what?
No, but
Bring
so
out- bring
our
out your-
Pride
bring
Month
out your
is,
trap card.
Yeah, I was say our Pride Month is like in October or some shit. So like, well, that doesn't count
isn't
yet.
it in March?
No.
Cinco de Mayo?
Oh well, that yeah.
Isn't that the same thing?
And I thought it was Hispanic Heritage Week.
Is it? Oh, well, I
Yeah.
just go for the month. So fuck it.
Well, November is White Male Landowner Month, so
Is it? That's not a thing.
It is now.
it is now.
I was just saying, like, I figured the rest of the year is white male landowner.
Yeah, but we wanted something. I mean, it has
Except for when I-
pilgrims. It has
Except for when I
turkey.
fucking pay taxes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
God damn it.
April. Fucking
Damn
April.
taxes. I hate taxes. Have I told you I hate taxes?
No, you haven't. Explain to
No.
me why.
Because it's theft or
you.
extortion.
Thank you.
Depending on how you view it.
Yeah. Yeah. To an extreme.
Okay.
And that's how we fund terrorism.
That's true.
Do things like the Iran deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
when we give them money to fund Hezbollah and Hamas and other fuckers, and then they bomb our allies who are keeping us rich because they spend all their money in our marketplaces.
I mean, like,
So we're literally funding the people.
to focus on like one reason singularly why like the Middle East is like a shit show is just where do you start? I mean,
Bible.
like, oh, for sure, but
Yeah, it's a pretty good start.
yeah, I guess.
I mean, it does say
Well,
in the
because like if they
beginning,
all
so.
just had like if they all just fought it out, then like naturally their land would kind of just their borders would end up reflecting like
They've
the
been
reach
fighting.
of power.
I was gonna say,
they've
they've
been
been-
fighting it out for thousands
Hold on.
of
Fighting
years.
it out is
Hold
kind of
on,
the Middle
hold on.
East thing right now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying that like
And I helped.
but
On April 15th.
however, in World War One, the British and the French they wanted their share of their resources, and so
Well, they had a right to it, bro.
of course,
White male landowners.
yeah,
There you go. Thank you, November.
white privilege since 1912 or whatever. But anyways,
Only that far?
but anyways, so in order to kind of keep the locals out of the picture, they kind of drew the boundaries so that they're like, hey, they're on your land now, and they'll start fighting, and so like they just like it's been like that, and it's funny because like
I'm gonna go ahead and bet that they were fighting way before World War One.
of course they were fighting way before World
Yeah.
War One, but
I don't really
but when you make their boundaries there and say, oh well, this guy's on your land, because like
I don't
like
really
I said,
think
like
that exacerbated anything.
No, I'm sure no, it exacerbated plenty because like I said, if you
not
let
to
the
a measurable effect, I don't think so.
no, like
I think it kind of
it's-
started in Exodus when they wandered for 40 years and then stopped someplace like, this is mine now.
Yeah, I think that was more of the beginning of it.
Sure,
Like I said, bro, Bible.
yeah, all right.
Just saying.
They used to have milk and honey.
Yeah. So the goddamn Moses.
Keep going.
First
I wanna know.
terrorist.
Yeah.
Moses is the first terrorist.
First
Yeah.
terrorist.
Moses is the first terrorist, bro.
All right,
But it's cool though, because divine intervention. Mm-hmm. So
Think
like,
about it.
because Jesus.
Think about it. The Canaanites were there, enjoying their milk and honey.
They had a nice wall.
Yeah, and these guys show up, blow some trumpets,
I would say,
knock down the wall.
Doesn't that just show that the walls don't work?
That does. It's very true.
I don't think it shows
Bunch of
the walls.
mariachis going back and forth on the southern border. 7 days later, kapow.
Bam.
I would really, really love to see Trump build a wall, and then a bunch of mariachis marching up and down,
Oh
and it
my
just
God.
falls. Like,
That would
That
be
would
amazing.
be the like epitome of poetic justice. I mean,
hashtag chaos continues.
yeah.
Fucking A.
Joe Rogan's right. This is simulation.
Let's see how extreme we can go before we have to reset. Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure the Middle East has been fighting since.
No, of course they've been fighting, but like I said, like obviously it's gonna, be what it is. But if they were able to establish their own boundaries naturally, there'd be a lot less of it.
I don't think so because they've been
totally
fighting
think
since
so.
Exodus and haven't been able to establish their own boundaries.
Of course,
So I don't think I don't think
because and that's the thing too is it wasn't as bad when the Ottomans ran it.
it wasn't as bad.
No, of course not. I think there's no time you're going to say, well, they had peace. Come on. I'm not
Well-
delusional here. But like I said, it wasn't the same thing. And I'm trying not to say that it wasn't the same until white people showed up. But you're
saying.
kind of putting me in the corner.
Well, I
The-
mean,
the Shuni-
get it out. Come
Yeah,
on.
what is it? It's the Shuni, the Shiites, or
Sunni and the Shiites.
Shiites. Yeah,
Yeah.
They've been killing each other like relentlessly. Like,
Of course.
but they have a whole nother mentality over there. They don't have our mentality.
Europeans did the same thing in the 30 Years War, and like they just haven't gotten out of that yet.
No, that didn't put them into anything. That was just another bump in the road for that region of the world. They have a whole nother mentality over there. They don't have an infrastructure. They don't have a centralized government. They don't have these things. I mean,
Well,
let me
a
take it
lot
back.
of that too
They have
is
a
when
centralized government.
Genghis Khan fucked
theocracy.
it up. Yeah,
They have
well,
a-
they have a theocracy. Yeah,
But even so, like this, it's an abstract idea to them. They don't see that shit every day. They never see it. They don't have a police force. The federal government over there can make laws, but the people don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Whoever is the strongest person in the area is in control.
Yeah.
It's the strongest tribe theory.
Yeah,
so it doesn't. It
the
doesn't
strong
matter.
man.
Yeah. Whoever. So this week this tribe's in charge. In a month this tribe might be in charge. And it may be a Sunni tribe. And the next thing you know, it's a Shiite. and they're gonna fucking go kill the other. They don't give a fuck about boundaries, imaginary lines. It doesn't mean dick to them.
No.
So when the Europeans came in and said, "Oh, these are your things and that's your land," they went, "Wait, I can go kill Sunnis? Okay."
Sweet.
Yeah, that was how that went. All right.
All right, sure.
These white men
I mean,
are
you're
so
assuming
cool.
a lot, but yeah.
Like,
Yeah, all right, yeah, whatever.
I'm just saying, Iran's fucking up.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Well, we also don't need Ben Shapiro saber rattling the whole time either, trying to get us into war.
This is my
Why not?
thought.
That gets some listeners.
Yeah.
It's a free market, bro.
But it makes people think it's okay.
No, I agree with you entirely. I'm just saying.
This is my thought on it. We're not going to go to war with Iran. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Why isn't it going to happen?
Well, it's
That's
almost
what
an
he wants me to
election
ask
year.
him.
Things have been ramping up. They've been putting more and more sanctions. They've had all these close calls. They've had our... What was the name of the Strait of whatever where the ship blew up?
Yeah,
And
the
it
oil
clearly-
shipping lanes.
Yeah.
We had our own almost Gulf of Tonkin right there.
Yeah.
So I think it is kind of... I mean, John Bolton's up there with the president. So we're making our way towards war.
I don't think so. I don't think we're going to have boots on the ground.
I hope I'm wrong.
I don't think we're going to put boots on the ground.
Oh, we'll
So-
still bomb the shit out of people.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, no,
that's
no,
still
no.
war.
I mean, that is...
Nah, we have military incursions that never escalate to war. Or if it does, it'll be like when we went into Libya and we crushed them in a week and no one even gave a shit. They were like, "Oh, we went to war. Oh, okay."
Yeah, and now there's slave markets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But we got
Lot
rid
of
of
good
Gaddafi.
that
all
did.
good things.
But we got rid of Gaddafi, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
And they
him and
raped
his oil
him with
money.
a knife.
Yeah.
We got rid of Gaddafi and he never got to put out his currency. So guess what? Dollar bill still rules.
Bills,
America.
y'all.
Fuck yeah. Another reason we won't go to war with Iran, because guess what? As of right now, they're still trading oil in dollar bills. So no one gives a fuck.
Fair enough.
That's why that regime is still in power.
Yeah.
Because they continue to sell oil in dollar bills. As soon as they stop, that's when we'll go in.
Okay.
If in a couple months they're like,
Fuck you, we're selling oil in fucking rubles.
I guarantee you within a week we'll be fucking going to war.
Unless they get a nuke.
Even if they get a nuke. If they get one, oh man, fuck them.
What does North Korea trade in American dollars?
And North Korea doesn't have oil.
But it has nukes.
It doesn't have shit.
Once they got nukes, they came to the sued for peace.
Their biggest export is needs.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah. Like they have nothing. They have nothing.
Okay. fair
Nothing we give a shit about. Nothing we can't get anywhere else in the world.
enough. All right. That's
And they're not selling oil. But all those Middle Eastern countries are selling oil. And the minute they stop selling oil in dollar bills, that's when we go take them out.
or when they dry up.
And when we dry up, we stop giving a fuck completely.
That's true.
We just want to make sure the oil keeps being sold in dollar bills. Because it creates international desire for our currency, which means it gives our currency value, and then we can do other things, like pay for social programs.
That's true.
Yeah. That's how you fight inflation.
I've heard all this
With
story
war.
before, so I'm just kidding.
Monkey's like, yeah, I've heard you rant about this for like fucking 12 times.
Oh, fuck, I said tax.
Yeah, right? So his friend, Eddie,
Yeah.
is a constitutional law professor.
That's right. The alleged. No,
No,
not the
no,
alleged
that's
lawyer.
Ralph. He's
That's
a
Ralph.
lawyer.
He's
Okay.
allegedly a lawyer. But
Allegedly.
Eddie is a constitutional law professor. And every time I was like, you know what we should do? This one over here is like, deregulate the banks. I'm like, yeah, that too.
Yes, and
I mean, like that's usually the focal point of any like government action that like he thinks needs to be. So like,
why are they doing it? What are we paying for?
yeah.
Yeah, We're, dude, they just want my money. That's you know what? That's what white privilege is. They just want your goddamn money.
Exactly.
There you go.
God damn it. So, how's the farm?
We're in the off season,
Nice.
so it's just we're working in the nursery, and it was 100 degrees outside today, which felt awesome.
Oh yeah.
Exciting.
Yep.
Shower feels good after that, huh?
Yeah, it really did.
Oh, nice. So, for those of you listening,
What do you guys grow? Or
We grow sweet corn, snap beans, and nursery material like trees for landscape.
okay, cool.
did you see you saw the pineapple outside, right?
Yeah, I did.
So, for those of you listening, Alger brought a pineapple for me that he grew. And it's only like, I
And
don't
of
know.
course, Matt takes it personally.
It's only like 4 times bigger than the one I got going right now. But,
Yeah.
you know,
That's not even the biggest one that I grew.
Oh, see?
After I heard on the last podcast when y'all talked about pineapples, and he's like, "Oh, I got this little itty bitty thing." I went out to where I had some growing in a grove, and I had this big motherfucker. It was about just the fruit part of it, not even talking about the stem.
Yeah.
The fruit part of it was about yay big. I'm visual medium right here.
Yeah, I was
I'm
saying,
holding
like
up
a-
about the size of a football.
yeah.
And I sent it to him. He's like, "Motherfucker."
Yeah. I definitely got a picture like an hour after we posted the show.
Oh, no.
Like-
a pro does it better than I do. Fuck him. I mean, what do you expect,
I'm not a
dude?
pro at
I'm just saying,
growing
like,
pineapples.
well, no, but you're more of a professional at growing stuff than he would be.
Literally, this one, no, I can't even claim I'm a professional because this plant had died, and I threw it in the grove as like fuck this plant in particular,
And
and
then
then
it
I
came
left it
back
alone
like
for
that.
a year. I came back and it was just gargantuan fucking thing. So,
Maybe that's the thing you got to do.
that's
ignore
my
it.
that's my personal method.
No, like,
is
you
leave
just
it
got to
alone.
be like, fuck that plant and then leave it alone. It's just like whenever you're fixing your car, like part of the process is going, fuck this car, I don't want it anymore, and then figuring it out after that. That's it's just part of the process. You're
just a
supposed to do
noise.
that.
You know, I tried that with my cherry tomatoes. And
What,
they
cursing at it?
No, just going, fuck this. And I walked away. And I came back 2 months later, and yeah, they were still dead.
There are some.
well.
I've seen tomatoes.
Apparently you did it wrong.
I did.
I've seen tomatoes grow in places where people haven't grown tomatoes in like fucking years, and there'll just be a vine of tomato. I don't know if it's someone like throwing their lunch out on the side of the road and just
Yeah.
happen to land in dirt. But I'll go and I'll be spraying like a weeds or something on a fence line, and just be like a huge vine of tomatoes. Beautiful, gorgeous. Doesn't work for anything else. Sweet corn, you leave it alone, fucking dead in a week.
Jesus.
Yeah, the cherry tomatoes. Soon, like, the first cold snap we had, like, 3 of my 6 plants died.
Oh, man.
Fuck. So then I started covering them with plastic, trying to, make it a little greenhouse effect in, like, just right around the plant. And then we had another really big cold snap, and the rest of them died.
Really?
And they still had little bits of green here and there. So I was like, I'll just keep watering them, and it'll come back in summer. No, they're just fucking dried and
fucking
dead
died.
right now. It's
Yeah.
over.
Well, some plants, if they get a cold snap, there's a certain type of virus that will get to them.
Okay.
So you have to treat them for that.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I
and
wouldn't
then
have either.
died.
Well, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
What, plants dying?
I hate you so much right now.
I heard somebody snort. I don't know who it was, but
Yeah, it might have been me.
yeah, okay.
All I know is I need to go cut my lychee trees.
Yeah.
I gotta
Right.
whip out the chainsaw and chop them.
Whip out the chainsaw and the shotgun. Because all those motherfuckers who came and stole it.
Yeah.
You told me about that.
Cocksuckers. God damn it.
Yeah.
And then the one tree that they didn't get to, the fucking parrots ate. I went over there and I was like, God, they got that tree too? Fuck. And I walk out there and there's red nutshells all over the yard. I'm like, and then I see one of the fucking green parrots flying by and I'm like, motherfuckers. God
Yeah, that
damn
happened
it.
to my dad's tree too.
Yeah.
The parents got him.
See, the guy that used to live across the street from me, he hated birds.
So you should shoot him?
Understandable.
He used to kill them all because they would eat his fruit too. And he moved.
Ah.
So,
So
now
now you need to kill them all.
I don't got time, bro. I gotta go to work. I gotta study. I gotta clean the house. I gotta watch Star
I'm-
Trek.
I was say I am really shocked that like you're not making time to shoot things.
I know.
Kind of hard to shoot things in neighborhoods, though.
Well, I guess
People
but
get pissy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, like this.
Blah, blah, blah. You shoot
It was a lot better out here before they started building all around me. Because I used to pull out the 22 in the backyard, but
Yeah. Well, look at
might
that.
hit people now.
Yeah.
Cocksuckers.
Who's to say what happened?
Fucking neighbors and shit. Fuck them.
That was awesome when Grandma was still alive because she lived next door. She never left the house. So I just fucking shoot out back all day.
What?
No, she'd come out there and join me.
Oh, really? You missed, pussy.
she don't care. She didn't care.
Hashtag white people.
Grandma wasn't white. It's
Yeah.
not my grandma. It's
Oh, it was
the grandmother-in-law. She was Cuban.
there you go.
Like say
from-
abuela.
Abuela, yeah. She was from Cuba.
Yeah.
Those will pull a gun on you. Old school Cubans will pull a gun on you.
Yep. And not give a fuck about it.
Well, I'm pretty sure anybody in Miami will do that.
For the most part.
I think that's definitely a Miami thing. It doesn't even have to be Cuban.
I was to say, like, I saw a lot of the times I'm wondering to myself, like, is it like a this city thing, or is it like a city thing in general, or I'm like one of those is kind
There's a
of.
lot of things that are just a this city thing.
Yeah, I know. Like
The driving, the
oh
guns.
Jesus,
Because have you been out there like California, LA,
I haven't made out to the West Coast
and driven out there? Mm-mm. The traffic out there is horrendous too. But you know what? The people, they're nice. So like, you put your blinker on, I need to get over. It's not that they let you in, but they'll slow down. They'll give you an opportunity. Mm-hmm. Here, if you put your blinker on, they're like, nope, get behind me. Fuck you. And so then you start to slow down to get over, and then 12 people get into the lane to try and pass you because you're going too slow. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Over there, no, it's smooth. You put your blinker on, the guys behind you slow down, they give you a little space, you wiggle in. Done.
They just got too many people over there.
They just have too many fucking people.
Here we
Yeah.
have too many assholes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did you hear? So, texting and driving now is
now illegal.
It's now a first offense.
So like they can pull you over for it.
Yes. They can pull you over for it. How shitty is
Yeah.
that?
That sucks.
Yeah, I gotta like watch out for that shit now.
Yep.
Yep.
Who was it? Somebody was telling me they were in their Tesla and got pulled over, and the cop points at the screen and is like, "You can't have that, up front." And he's like,
It's part of the car.
and he's like, "Yeah, this is part of the car." And the guy's like,
Come take it.
he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "The Tesla. That's the car. Like it doesn't move." I guess the guy thought he had just a fucking iPad like leaned up against his center console.
Yeah, I just duct taped the iPad to the. Fuck it, it's the same thing, right?
Might as well. And you say, well, this thing fucking drives itself, so what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
I'm bored.
I literally have nothing to do in here.
So what's new, Alger?
We're
You're moving.
trying to move. We're in the middle of moving. And then once we're done with that, we'll go back to fostering kids. Honestly, this time of year, not a whole lot. Trying to plan vacation. That's it.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
How's the husband?
He's good.
Good.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping he was going to be here today.
Not yet. I tried to ask him, but he's got a bad headache today. So
Well, isn't that like usually like significant other code for like I don't want to?
no, he actually has a headache.
Okay.
You know what it is? So I think Alger's ashamed of me.
Is that what it is?
No,
That's what it is. Alger's ashamed of me. He doesn't,
Bullshit.
he's ashamed of me.
That's bullshit.
He doesn't want his husband to meet his new friend.
No, no,
Look
no,
at
no.
that. Look at that.
I've
It's all
asked
right.
him.
I have that effect on people too, apparently. So
Nah, you're cool. You seem cool.
He's all right. Don't give him too much credit.
But every time I've asked him, I'll tell him about like when we talk, and he's like, and I tell him like they want to meet you and they want you to come on the podcast. He gives the same thing to everyone else. He's like, what the fuck am I going to talk about?
I have a headache. I'm just saying. It's like- did he also have a headache the last time he was going to be on?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, so
That's really cute that you'd defend him though.
Oh, of course. I'll kill all
No,
you.
you have to. But I'm just saying.
we were gonna have Tyler come back too,
Okay.
and he was supposed to come back this week, but he wound up canceling last minute because he wound up getting sick, and he actually called me from urgent care. He's like, "Bro, I'm in the doctor right now. I'm not gonna come."
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like, "Oh man, feel better." I'm like
Yeah, feel better, Tyler.
thinking in my head, I'm like, "Cocksucker."
Yeah. No, I texted him today and I was like,
You
"Dude,
called?
And then as I texted him today and I was like, dude, I heard you in the hospital. What the fuck? And like, he's like, yeah, I just had a stomach bug. And I just started like fucking with him about like, oh, I heard you got the T virus.
Jesus, bro.
Yeah, well,
You went from
I
0 to 60
I
real
need
quick.
to know that like,
That's what he does, man.
I need to know if I'm okay to be around you. Like if you got Ebola, don't like not tell me. Cause like, just say,
Monkey has no chill. Stop or go. Just whatever you do, like, but he doesn't like it when you call him a reservist because he was in the army. Mm-hmm. Well, no, he was. I tell people he was in the National Guard Reserve.
and he hates it.
Not
because
really.
first of all, it's not a thing.
Yes, it is. How could you be in it if it wasn't a thing, bro?
Oh, touche.
See?
No.
Facts, bro.
Did they give you a card that said it?
I just like to mess with him and tell him that.
Yeah. Well,
That's funny.
So like when we're talking to people at the gym in the morning or whatever, I'm like, yeah, he was in the Reserve National
he
Guard.
doesn't even bring it. Like, I didn't even, like, there's no context to it either. He's like points and like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know what to say. It's too early for your shit.
And I guarantee you probably say, oh, he's in the National Guard. Reservist.
Yeah.
Well, because most of the guys are at the gym at fucking, was it 4:30, 5
Yeah,
o'clock in the morning?
4:30 in the
They're
morning.
all ex-military guys. So the joke goes over pretty well.
Oh, okay.
Because
There
Most
you
of them, like, I look at them and they're like,
go. Sucker.
yeah, but then you look at all the places he went and the barracks he stayed in, and I'm like, God damn it. Fuck.
I should have been a reservist.
Why the fuck did I join the Marines? Fuck.
Because you're an idiot.
I have no facts to dispute that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've said it before. Like, all my Marine friends are either dumb as hell or crazy or both. And, like, anyone who's not probably is going to end up being, like, a general.
Well,
I mean, because there's obviously
if one of them
some...
had to be a general, I'm
Yeah.
happy it's that guy.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is-
because there's obvious separation between, like, your normal grunts that you meet and, like, General Mattis or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Chesty pullers of the world.
There you go.
So this was my experience while I was in. There was two types of guys that re-enlisted and stayed in for career-wise. One were the guys who were all about it.
The gung-ho guys.
They weren't like, they were gung-ho and they weren't gung-ho like faking the funk. Like they meant it, loved it, lived it. Like
They had Toby Keith tattoos.
no, not at all. And they weren't stupid people. Those guys were generally extremely intelligent, like well adapted human beings. Like
But they're crazy.
absolutely.
Telling you.
Those were the guys you wanted to work for. Those were the dudes you wanted to be your sergeant, your gunnery sergeant, your sergeant majors. Those are the guys you wanted to be in charge of you, because those dudes weren't just stupid for the sake of stupid. Like you weren't going to run around the desert in biochem gear for no fucking reason. You weren't going to go do PT in boots. Like you were going to go do PT, but it wasn't going to be stupid. It was going to be beneficial. Then you had the guys who were fuck ups. Right?
Okay.
Who knew that if they fucking got out of the military and they went back home to fucking
Whatever old bullshit.
whatever fucking Louisiana, Alabama, fucking backwoods nowhere, that they were going to work at the daddy's tire shop, and that was it. That was the end of the line. They might have got a nice little government job. Maybe they cut grass for the county, or they fucking worked at the post office, which is not a bad thing. But that's where they were going to stop, and they wanted to do more. And they figured their only way out
Marines.
was to stay in the service.
Okay.
And those dudes re-enlisted. They were dumb as hell. They were not smart, well-adjusted people. They were just fucking dumb. So those are the guys, when you worked for them, you went and ran PT in boots on the beach. Not to make you stronger, just because we're fucking Marines. We got to be tough. Woo! Yeah. Like, fuck. So it's funny that he says all my Marine friends are either crazy or stupid. Because looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Yeah, I can see that. He has yet to tell me which category I fall into.
Why would he?
You're crazy.
You sometimes hold weights over his head, so
Yeah.
that'd be really dumb
I
to
don't
do.
spot him.
Oh,
No, he doesn't. I was like, he doesn't even stand. Like I'll at least stand there and just like kind of sort of pay attention. Like he'll actually just like start playing with his bag or like and he'll get water and like while I'm doing my whole set.
so you're kind of the guy who's like, survival will kick in. You'll get the adrenaline.
Yeah.
It'll get it.
Yeah.
Look, bro, I worked out without a spotter for like
Get her
4
or die.
fucking years.
Yeah.
I think I figured out which one he is.
Wait, what?
Nothing? Huh? Nothing.
Hashtag both.
Look, I'm saying I worked out without a spotter for like 4 years. I can handle my weights.
I mean, I've done it
And
too,
and
but like,
he's good. He's not struggling. I mean, he's getting sore the next day just like me. He's got this shit.
All right.
but yeah, no. So
Like we actually did chess today and or this morning, and when we got to the end, we were both like, he's like, all right, you gotta spot me on this one. Like, all right, yeah.
yeah. Well, the one time I asked him, he sort of did it, but
Sort of did it. I was there the whole time.
He looked at you.
He was standing there in the exact same capacity he was just judging me for. Because I asked him to do it. So
So he just kind of put his balls next to your face and just
No,
kind
it
of
wasn't
stared
that
off.
close.
No, I got etiquette, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not an asshole.
Pull him aside and look down like, you got it?
You know, I'm going to do that now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Every time we do chess, when he lays down on the bench, he's going to be looking around like, where the fuck did he go? He's
Yeah.
never going to ask me to spot
I'm
again.
going to stand right over you in my gym shorts and do the same fucking thing.
People did that to me when I was in high school in football, and they were like, haha, teabag. And I was like, you sure got me.
Yeah. I think you should do it again and show me a
Damn.
lesson.
Oh, no.
What a dick.
Oh, my God.
We should go watch Pumping Iron.
There you go. And that's how you found out.
So, but because you didn't come out till later in life, right? So they had no fucking clue.
No clue. I barely had a clue when I was in high school, but it was just, something's going on.
Well, that's a pleasurable feeling.
Well, huh?
Oh, no, nuts in my face. Why do I like that?
Everyone said it's going to suck, but it kind of doesn't.
I don't get it. What's wrong?
Oh, man. Jeez.
Unfortunately, this is why I'll never share this on my Facebook. I don't want my dad to be like, John was on something. Let me look at that. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm going to remember not to tag you when I finally do get the Instagram.
Yeah, tag me. I'll just block.
I was like, I found the way to. Well, obviously, it's pretty easy, but like, you can share things on like Facebook, and then block specific people from like seeing it. So like, my mother doesn't ever see anything that I post, and so, like
Really?
maybe of course when I tag her, but like,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah,
You know, a couple years ago on Mother's Day, I went on a rant about how it's a Hallmark holiday. Like, just being a dick. Not that I really gave a shit.
yeah.
And somebody made a comment about my mother being a whore. And
What a douche.
no, I ran with it. I was like, yeah, $2, da 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 da, going on and on and on.
$2. How do you think I got here?
Yeah. And my aunt saw it.
Oh, with adjustment.
Jesus.
With inflation.
Yeah, adjusting for
It was
inflation.
$1.25.
But yeah, so my aunt saw it.
Oh
And
God.
she immediately replied, Matthew, this is unbecoming of you. I can't believe you. This is your mother you're talking about. You need to delete this. Da, 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 da. And I was like, well, I'm not answering that
No.
at all.
And then all the friends were like, she said, come.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memes from this year is just the picture of like Bugs Bunny with his like he has his mouth open and his tongue is up and it just says no. There, I think I got it. But yeah, like I'll post that on everybody's shit all the time.
Again, great visual podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Look at that.
Oh, I see what you
Yeah.
mean.
See, you should post that on the Instagram.
I would if I had the password.
Who's got the password?
Let's shout to Krebs.
Shout out Krebs.
He's too busy sucking dick to give me a password.
See, look, there you're calling him fucking gay again, dude.
Well, because everyone else did.
No, you were the only one.
I like to be included.
You were the only one.
I don't think that's true.
I mean, we jumped on it afterwards, but
Yeah.
you started it.
I mean, Alger did, and it was funny, but it's just me now, bro.
I know.
Oh well, shit.
Again, Pride Month. Show some respect.
I'm trying to say that it's okay. He is.
Oh, man.
Special delivery.
Oh, the wifey's here.
Oh, man. Hey, darling. Say hi.
Coming on the show.
I said hi. To you guys.
Louder.
Hi.
Hi.
Look at you.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
So, I ordered this a couple weeks ago.
I sent it to him because I stole it off of Killer Mike's Instagram.
That's fucking amazing.
How awesome
It is the
that?
bumper sticker we talked about in the last episode of Ben Franklin, and then it just says,
Tax
tax this dick.
Fuck yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh,
I
man.
want one.
It was $5.
Nice.
Free
Best
shipping, bro.
$5 ever spent.
And I think they're a small time deal because this looks like a handwritten envelope it came in.
Let me see that.
Nice.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Whatever,
It's
bro.
not even written well, but fuck it.
Yeah, who cares? It
Yeah.
got here. This is excellent. This is going to go on the desk for sure. It was funny because so he sends it to me, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm laying on the couch next to my wife, and I went, "Oh my god, I need this!" And I show my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, look at this," and she goes, "How many of those are you gonna get?" And I was like, "I just want this one." She's
A
like,
lot.
She's like, "Okay, you're not gonna put it on the car, are you?"
No, just yours.
I was like, "No, it's gonna go on the desk." Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Just keep that away from me. From
I mean, no
anywhere
one
I
else
can
will see
it.
this except for people in the house. Great.
Except for people who are specifically coming to visit you. Perfect.
So after he sends it to me, he Facebook messaged my wife with it and was like, "Hey, Matt needs this in his life. This is a great birthday present."
I was like, I want you to get it, put it in a stocking, and I want to see a video of him like receiving the gift because like it'll make his fucking year. And she's like, "Yeah, he already bought it." I was like, "God damn it!"
Wait, so when is your real birthday?
January.
God damn it. Okay, I missed it.
I still tell him on his fake birthday. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I'm going to the next time your fake birthday comes around.
I'll tell him
the
on his
fake
fake
birthday is
birthday.
great.
Yeah, I'll tell him every year on his fake birthday, and then I'll tell him on the Marine Corps birthday, and both times I only know because it pops up on my Facebook.
I usually don't celebrate my actual birthday.
You celebrate the fake one.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my sister-in-law, me and her share the same birthday. Mm-hmm. Same year, same day, same hospital. We're pretty sure.
Like a couple rooms apart.
Yeah, we're pretty sure our parents probably bumped into each other. So
It was meant to
she
be.
always makes plans for her birthday, and everyone except for my wife on that side of the family, or my wife's family, they all they don't. I guess they forget it's my birthday too.
Okay.
So the sister-in-law always plans some event like, we're going to go do this, we're going to go do that. And then everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, it's Matt's birthday." We'll be there and they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, it's your birthday too. Happy birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool. I'm not worried about it."
No big deal.
Not a big deal. I don't celebrate today. Because I've always celebrated November 10th more because that was the Marine Corps birthday.
Oh, okay.
So I've always celebrated that day pretty hard.
I remember hearing you talk about that.
Celebrate that. I go pretty ham on that day. Like I take it off every year, like a couple days afterwards,
Well, yeah.
just in case.
The hangover. Was that a gunshot?
That might have been a gunshot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Whatever. We got plenty of guns here.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of, have you got a gun yet?
I've got.
Weren't you the one who wanted to get a 1911?
No.
Someone was telling me
Someone else was. We were supposed to go shooting at
Yes.
some point.
Yes, which I have. I won a raffle and I got a $50 gift card to Bass Pro, so we can go get some free ammo.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
I'm in. I haven't gone shooting in a while now.
It's been a long time since I've gone shooting, too.
It's building up and I'm not liking it.
Oh. Thank you, sir.
But yeah.
Actually, would you remember the wine bottle?
Yeah, give him the mango wine.
Yes. Wonderful. It was good. It was good.
So my neighbor makes mango wine out of my mangoes, and Alger is drinking it.
Yep. It's good. Tastes like mango.
My wife doesn't want me to try it.
Honestly, after thinking about it for a little bit, once I first took a sip, I'm like, given my new allergy, because for those who weren't here, when I first arrived and we weren't recording, I just discovered I have an allergy to the skin to certain type of mango. So I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't have drank this because maybe I'll die, maybe I won't. We'll see tomorrow.
That's okay. I know the number to 911.
If you got Benadryl in the house, we're good.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. You're next to a gas station someplace, right? If not, QT's Cabaret is right there, right?
Yeah.
I passed by that. I was like, oh, shit. This is very close to Matt's house.
Oh yeah, no. QT's is right there. Oh yeah.
I remember when that used to be, what was it, like Dixie something or other?
Oh yeah, it's gone through a couple names.
Oh, it's had some management changes. Let's just,
in rebranding.
because it was that one thing for the longest time when I was a little kid. Because I remember we'd go up US 1 to go to school and we'd always pass by and I'm like, Dixie, whatever. Mom, what's that? She's like, don't worry about it.
You're not interested anyway.
She wouldn't know that till later. I went in there. I think I will. Thank you so much.
Monkey got beer. Thank you, sir. You're a prince among thieves.
gentleman and a scholar.
I wouldn't go that far. Maybe a scholar.
Scholar.
He's in school.
There you go. I was saying, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
But yeah.
Love meatloaf.
There you go. Bob had bitch tits. Oh Jesus! I killed our
His
guest.
name was Robert Paulson. Shit.
I killed our guest.
I remember going up and down US 1 when I was a little kid. And you remember it was built like a sidewalk where it had the spaces. So you would drive down US 1 and it was...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There's an old movie my grandmother told me about. And I forgot the fucking name of it. But this guy winds up getting kidnapped, right? Mm-hmm. And it was filmed down here. And they throw him in the trunk of a car and they blindfold him and they drive him out to somewhere. And he's able to know where he is because they're driving down US 1 and he recognizes the sound.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised at all.
I'd like to think that if someone blindfolded me and drove me around, I could figure out where I was.
Fuck no, you couldn't.
No.
But then like middle of the night, get up to go pee, and I can't find my fucking bathroom.
You can barely make it down the hallway.
Yeah, I trip over my dog sometimes. Just like he likes to sleep in the like narrow spots of the house, and so like I'll get up in the middle of the night and like go do something. Either like I'll get some water or go pee or whatever, and like every time like it's like a fucking stepping on a Lego or some shit. Just bop! Oh shit! I just kicked my dog. Yeah.
You come to my house, you kick my dog. Why you kick my dog?
I mean, like, first of all, that's not the right accent.
Whatever. It's good.
It's good. It's a great accent.
It's good, bro.
It's like I think the original was like
I don't know if you know this or not. I have the best accents.
I have the best words. The best. Believe me.
Everyone knows I'm right.
Oh, I forgot to salute the picture.
Oh yeah. You see the
Sorry, you're indoors.
That's the signature one.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I thought after I heard you say that, if I'd have known, well enough in advance, I was going to get one for my dad for Father's Day. But you said it took like what, few months to get it?
Yeah.
If you do it now, you can still get it for Christmas.
Probably.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a stocking stuffer right there.
And it'll come with a sweet little official letter from the White House.
Then thank you.
Thank you for voting for me, even though.
Thank you for your words of encouragement.
There you go.
Right there in the middle of the desk.
There we go. Making
Outstanding.
decisions.
He could not wait.
Tax this dick.
So now each one of the guests should draw a dick around it.
Well, there's
In a border.
there's dicks everywhere fucking else on the desk. Oh, check it out. We've upgraded. We got a trash can next to the desk now.
Look at that.
Shit.
Ooh, yeah, full of beer cans.
This place is fancy. Light up coasters,
Yep. Those are
homemade wine,
these are transport pads from
dicks
Star Trek.
everywhere.
You know, it's really funny. We had the guy who owns this action figure shop.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard that. That was
Man
cool.
of Action
Yeah.
Figures.
Man of action figures.
Shout to Randy.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
So he signs the desk, and I'm like, so yeah, there's a lot of dicks everywhere. And he's like, do I have to draw a dick? I mean, I will. I mean, do I need to? And I'm like,
Is it required?
it is your heart's
No.
desire, sir. Everyone felt it necessary.
Yeah, I don't know why that became a thing, but it is. So
And not
there
a
you
single
go.
vagina.
No, there's one. It's on the side
Oh, okay.
over here. Yeah, that was Shy.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
The secret vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shy for drawing the JJ.
For the one.
I think
What
Cassie.
kind of women is he fucking?
Shy? Shy's a girl. Shy is actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shy is engaged to our
Executive producer.
Joey.
Look
Shout
at
out
that.
to Joey Calero.
Shout to Joey.
Yeah.
Making this all happen.
He doesn't even fucking listen anymore.
Oh,
that
sucks.
bastard.
Well, he went through this whole thing. So he was going to this SuperCon,
Okay.
and his whole plan was to go cosplay, and he was dressing up as something with some fucking float or some shit like that he was in charge of making, and the whole purpose of going to this fucking thing was he was going to ask Shy to marry him, and he was able to do it in front of Doctor Who.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. I don't fucking keep up with that Doctor Who.
Yeah,
shit.
I don't follow it either.
Yeah.
It's a good show. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Only one I
Star
know
Trek's
is
better.
David Tennant. That's it.
there you go.
Anyway, I think it was the one that played was it Kilgore?
David Tennant.
David Tennant.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Okay, that's like the good one.
That's
Shit.
the cool one
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
know
Yeah.
about.
So there,
Yeah.
he was showing me pictures and shit. Like, Homeboy, he gave Homeboy the ring, and he gave it to Shy.
Oh wow.
Like, well, Joey
That's
asked.
fucking awesome.
Yeah. So that's how they got engaged.
That's pretty.
Wow.
Was that on like Reddit? I swear someone
Maybe.
posted that on Reddit.
Maybe.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised.
That's
but, like,
cool.
Yeah. So he did that, and then then he got involved with some other project because of the float he did there. So he's always fucking involved in some other shit.
Well, that's no excuse. I
agree.
You can listen while you're working,
I do it
and there you go.
literally all day.
Same. Well, I don't listen to us because I've been here for most of them. But
Oh, I'm still going to listen to this.
Oh, I am too.
Yeah.
I listen to it.
Problem is, there's only one a week, maybe.
Usually.
Maybe.
Usually.
Usually.
There was a
One
break
week.
for a little bit.
There was like a
There
month
was.
break. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got lazy.
Slap on my veins.
well, like I think we tried to do the Mother's Day one, and no moms wanted to come because they say they're busy with kids and shit.
And we had like
And
3
then,
back-to-back like last-minute cancellations. Like
Yeah.
we're here waiting, and then the guest was like, "Oh, I can't make it." Like,
Oh, that sucks.
you're supposed to be here in 5 minutes.
Shout to
Fuck.
Big Red.
Calling you
Damn,
out.
nice name drop, bro.
Just saying. Was it like twice now?
You going to the gym a lot? Now you calling him out? I see how it is.
Well,
Yeah.
he was also one of the ones that vehemently tried to explain to me why pumping iron isn't gay. I was like, dude, it is.
Big Red got news.
Bro, you're wrong. It is confirmed. Just saying.
It's still an awesome movie. I don't care.
It was like, okay, I did enjoy it for what it was, which it was a documentary showing the competition, the struggles they go through,
Yeah.
and everything. But so many naked men, so many half-naked men, just
Well, that's what happens.
lifting weights
That's what happens, bro.
and staring
Exactly.
at each other.
I mean, not at the
intently.
gym, but for the Mr. Olympia competition, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then they're rubbing oil on each other.
You know what happened in the Mr. Universe
I'd have found that when I was 13. Woo!
Just like, how do I become one of those oil boys?
So, Arnold's Mr. Universe.
Mm-hmm.
He
Okay.
The last one he did, he's just like he didn't train for it at all.
Oh,
He didn't. he entered the competition last fucking minute, showed up and was like, "Here I am." And
probably
they're
ate
like,
spaghetti the day before.
"Winner." He walks out with the trophy like, "I am the best." Arnold is numero uno.
Everyone knows it.
That was actually very good.
He has the best muscles.
I was just about to talk like shit about
So
like,
wonderful.
I was just about to talk shit about Matt's terrible impressions, and then you just like kind of nailed it, and I can't say shit now.
Thank you.
So
You're
say-
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Told you, bro. I have the best impressions.
I have the best, the best. Trust me.
Not as good as Peter Griffin.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Can you do that again?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Peter Griffin.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's list off all the bad words. It's son of a bitch. God damn it. Damn it to hell. What else? Lois.
That's pretty good.
Oh, jeez, that was great.
Oh man.
You see, that's how you do impressions.
That's exactly how I do them, bro.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it the exact same way.
It's exactly the same, only
You
different.
couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Do
you
exactly
couldn't.
what I did.
There you go.
My impressions are pretty good, bro.
Of course.
At least in my head, they make sense. That's what's important.
It is true.
That's all that's important.
Got to be confident.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah, one of my friends was telling me, it's like, I don't know about debating Matt. He's really good at it. I'm like, no, Matt just really can say what he says really confidently and really loudly. And for the most part, that's it. He makes some sense from time to time, but not to say that I disagree with the things that he says, but that's his strong point is just, I'm right, because fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is America, bro.
And if
Exactly.
you can only do it a lot faster, then you can have the whole destroyed with facts and logics, like Ben
There you
Shapiro.
go.
Facts don't care about your feelings, bro.
Yeah. For that, you got to like start talking like too fast for anyone to process your information, and then you just,
Yeah, I would get like 3 words in, like, and further.
yeah.
You
So I
know,
don't know how he does that without cocaine.
You know, when I first started listening to Shapiro, it was so hard to listen to him. So hard. But I forced myself to keep going because I was like, there's good information here. There's good information here, and I want it. Fuck, I'll deal with it. And now I don't even notice it. And so I was giving our friend Jason a ride to work one day, and I was listening to it, and he's like, what the fuck are we listening to? And I was like, it's Ben Shapiro, bro. He's like,
What's with the angry Kermit the Frog?
He's like, how the fuck do you even understand what he's saying? God, his voice is annoying. And I was like, yeah, it is.
His voice is kind of annoying, but
yeah, I don't even notice it
it's a
anymore.
little
honestly.
hall monitoring. But
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know he was the kid in high school that got fucking.
No running.
he was a safety patrol
Yeah.
and proud of it. he walked
That's
in the
kicker.
classroom with his fucking sash on.
Excuse me, sir. I was a lieutenant of safety patrol
Oh.
in the 5th grade.
Oh geez, you were head snitch. I'm scared.
Well, if you didn't fucking run, it wasn't a problem.
Well,
Fucking narc. God damn.
It's called safety.
I'm glad you're libertarian now.
Listen, we all grow. From the 5th grade, I grew out of snitching on people for running.
It's okay,
There you
bro.
go.
I voted for Obama.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. I did too once.
What, vote for Obama?
Yeah.
I only did it once too.
Yeah, I did it once.
you know what I was noticing is, and I don't even know why I thought of this, but like, and this is nothing about like anyone's policies or anything, but like every Republican president since Nixon, or really since Ford, but they've always been like centered around like a celebrity. For like Reagan, obviously was a movie star.
Okay.
Bush 1 was Reagan's VP. Mm-hmm. So therefore, Bush 2 was also pretty much tied to this same thing, but more indirectly. Mm-hmm. And then we get Trump, who's obviously You're Fired, The Apprentice.
Yeah.
And and I don't know why I thought of that, but like it's all been. Maybe that's the only way they could like get the stink of Nixon off of them, was just use a celebrity. But
I honestly don't know. I never thought about that before.
yeah, like I said, like I don't know why I thought of it, but like
I thought Bush 1 was solely because he was, wasn't he the head of the CIA?
Yes, he was. He was
Yeah.
head of the CIA.
Yeah.
He was
well, I'm not saying that's why he got elected. I'm
It
just
was
saying it's coincidence that like
It's
it's
a-
all centered around some celebrity, and
It's a correlation.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying he got elected just because of. I don't
Are
really
you saying
care.
that's why Mitt Romney failed?
Probably. And McCain.
Well, Mitt Romney failed, I think, because he was a part of a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a distinct possibility. I also think it's probably because Ron Paul should have had the nomination in the
Oh,
party.
100%.
The party split, and they were like, the party was like, yeah, I'm not having any of this, and just didn't show the fuck up.
So he got
Sadly,
burned.
that was the one. That was the one that I voted for Obama. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna
ashamed
say.
to
So he got
But
so he got Bernied, or did Bernie get Ron Paul'd?
Bernie got Ron Paul
There
because
you
that
go.
happened way before the whole
Yeah,
Bernie thing.
sure. I'm just saying, like, it depends on like what you recognize more than.
It was really funny because everyone's like,
Yeah.
oh, because the party did this, that's what happened, and I'm like, that happened in the last election too.
Yeah.
Just the opposite party.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing happened.
No,
I'm like,
and, like,
well, they should make laws to change that. And I'm like, well, it's kind of a
First
the
of all, you
party.
can't
It's-
make laws to
it's
change
not-
that because the political parties are their own
their
separate
own entity.
corporations essentially. So
Yeah.
like they have nothing to do with the official election process. They're just like they happen to declare themselves the middlemen or the mediators.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, you got to be one of us now. And
and you got to check the box.
yeah,
yeah, I've always hated the people who get on those who vote for third parties and like, well, we would have won if not for you. Like,
you
no,
wasted your vote.
Yeah, no. Like,
what I
first of all, that's flawed logic because you're not like, who's to say like that person who voted third party would vote for whoever you wanted? So like by like putting like say, well, if 100% of the third party people voted for Hillary, would have won. Yeah, sure, because it's 100% of everybody. Like it doesn't work that way. It would have been split somehow.
It was awesome.
What's that?
So we go to Orlando to visit my wife's family. So we're there with her grandmother and her aunt, and they're both big Republicans, right? Mm-hmm. And the election's happening, and it was not Ron Paul, Gary Johnson.
Yep.
So Gary Johnson's running, and Amy's cousin is there. Amy's cousin has just turned 18. This is her first presidential election. She gets to vote in, right?
Yeah.
Full of good ideas.
Yeah.
So, no, smart girl. Smart girl.
Okay. Sorry.
It was hilarious. So, Grandma and her aunt and me and the cousin are sitting there in the living room talking, and her aunt looks over and says something along the lines of like, Republican this and that, and those goddamn socialists, and blah, 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 blah. And then she looks at me and she's like, you know what I'm talking about? I'm like, yeah, I get it. And then she looks over at her niece and she's like, and this girl over here has decided she's going to waste her vote. She's voting for Gary Johnson. And
what a bitch.
And I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, yeah. And so I was like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah. I was like, me too. And I looked over. You see,
She got me too the other way.
yeah. I was like, me too. And it was funny because her cousin is a lot younger than her, obviously. Because we were like...
Because she just turned 18?
She just turned 18 and we're like early 30s. And
Yeah.
So I'd never really talked to that cousin very much. We saw her at family functions. It was like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah.
Moved on. And it was funny because we made eye contact. We had a moment. And then the aunt and grandmother kind of like got real quiet and changed the subject real quick because they realized half the room was
shit.
voting third party
An
in the same
adult is-
direction.
And adults voting third party too.
Yeah.
Which was really awesome because then, so the next time we ran into her, she came over. She's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And da, da, da. So our conversations went from polite hellos to polite hellos and how's the weather? Like,
Yeah.
Nice.
And that if you deregulate the Fed, we'd have less hurricanes.
exactly, bro.
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't
We've
know
never
till you
tried
try
it.
Have you tried?
We've never fucking tried it. The state's grown and grown, and guess what happened a few years ago? Irma.
Yeah. Coincidence? I
Matthew
think
hit
not.
the panhandle. Taxes are going up. Causation or correlation? I
There
don't
you
know.
go. I don't give a fuck.
I don't have the facts to deny or
To confirm or deny
confirm
that.
that. And I feel like this is.
I feel like more research is needed.
I don't think so. I think we should just go with it.
There you go.
I feel inspired.
That's the Matt way.
Laws have been passed on more information than that.
Oh god. Yeah. Oh god. I'm just imagining somebody going up to Congress and saying that, like testifying, and how many of them do you think would be like, "This is a great fucking idea"?
Queer Lindsey Graham probably like, you know what?
That dude's a closet faggot for sure.
Oh my
he's
God.
he's a cocksucker and a half. There's no like, fuck out of here.
Even when he said fuck on the news recently, which was
Oh, no.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But he even said it gay. He's like, and then fucking this and that and the other. I'm like, oh my God,
Oh,
somebody
that
takes
was
a bit
really
in that mouth.
dainty.
Yeah.
He's one of the ones that every time there's like a Republican
He
national
probably
convention, in,
prayed
like,
the gay
Tampa-
away like once or twice.
Well, Mike Pence absolutely did.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
that's allegedly.
Allegedly.
No,
supposedly.
he
Allegedly.
absolutely did.
Well, I heard from someone who lives in that area, who lived in that area, that he heard that it actually happened.
That Mike Pence went
Prayed
to
the
his,
gay away.
prayed the gay away.
Yeah,
Look, this is my thought.
Maybe that's why he doesn't like to be in rooms with women.
probably.
I can respect that.
Like, this is my thought. People that get into power generally think that everyone is like them. It's just the way we think. Everyone should be like us, right? And so they think if everyone's like this, well, this is my weakness. This is what we need to stop because this is what's wrong with everyone. So, like, Ocasio-Cortez going out and being like, we need a Green New Deal to save the planet because everybody, litters too much. Just because that bitch is throwing pizza boxes out the goddamn car window and Mike Pence is out there sucking dick.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why he hates gays. That's how this works.
And his online profile is Race Bannon Daddy. Look at Race Bannon. Look at Mike Pence. Tell me he doesn't look exactly like him.
I didn't even think of that. But yeah.
But they say
Oh,
whenever
the
there's
one
like a
hair and
Republican
everything.
National Convention going on, whatever town that's in, they always say Grinder and all the like gay prostitutes
Yeah.
just spike. Everything just
Oh yeah,
spikes.
that's hilarious.
My cousin was a stripper for a while.
Nice.
And a couple years ago, they had one of the conventions in Tallahassee, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I I was
Male or female cousin?
female cousin.
Okay.
And I was making plans with her to go do something, and she's like, "Oh, I'm going to be gone that week." I'm like, "Where the fuck are you going?" She's like, "Oh, I'm going up to the convention." I'm like, "You don't vote for what?"
I got to show my titties.
I gotta work.
And she's like, "You know how much money I'm going to make up there?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Have fun."
Well, that's different. I don't give a shit if like what kind. I don't give a shit if like if you go like have strippers around. I don't give a shit what kind of strippers you watch. But like when you actively try to like
Impugn someone's freedom.
exactly
Like Aaron
I was
Schock.
trying to say that without saying that, but like I keep going that.
Because you don't like to impugn people's freedom.
No, like I don't think you should. Yeah,
But he is a communist.
Yep.
of course,
He is.
obviously.
We'll send food through aid later.
There you go.
From Ethiopia.
Yeah, I would say like I'm only a communist by Matt standards, which is like anything that isn't exactly like him is a communist.
Anything left is from Paul.
Yeah, exactly. so,
Thomas
like,
Massey,
yeah.
that cock holster. Tommy Dick Sucker.
what I'm saying is like anything that anyone that isn't like either Trump or Gary Johnson is automatically AOC. So like
Well, even Gary Johnson. Gary Johnson's a little bit.
Okay, Gary Johnson is a. Yes.
he's the best we have.
He's not the best we have. He's probably one of the most electable outside of Ron Paul.
He was the most marketable.
Yeah.
Definitely the most marketable because he's like, I'm a libertarian, but I believe in roads.
Yeah.
But
So he's kind of almost like minarchist.
Yeah, no,
he had libertarian principles, and the thing I really liked about him was that he was like, look, we need freedom. Freedom's the most important thing. But this isn't our first day as a society. We need laws. We need sanitation. We need trash pickup. We need taxes to pay for those things. We need to go through and evaluate the taxes we do have and eliminate programs that don't make any goddamn sense.
means test them.
And stop all the
No,
wars.
of course.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay, this is a good fucking idea because we're $22 trillion in fucking debt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And counting. And we've increased spending since the Republicans have been in office.
We've increased spending exponentially since Bush.
Yep.
It hasn't
Yeah.
stopped.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
War on
Obama.
terrorism. Yeah.
But
No,
I think
war
what-
on terrorism, no. No, thanks, Obama.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Obama.
Bush did it. We're like preemptively going, thanks, Obama. Because fuck you.
Yeah.
But I think what sunk, besides Aleppo, what started to sink.
That didn't even bother me.
It
I
didn't
was like, I
bother
don't give a fuck.
most intelligent people, 'cause-
Nobody knew what that was unless you were like deep into that, deep into the poli science, or the political science of
And
that world, that area of the world stage.
And
Like
even
who?
dismissing that part of it.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the full video, they went from like something with domestic policy or something like that, and like, what do you think about Aleppo? He's like, what, Aleppo? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It was just such a huge shift in the conversation
Yeah,
that
it's like
it would have caught me
I'm
off
not
guard.
thinking
It was
about that at all.
It was an engineered gotcha.
Yeah,
You're
it
stupid.
really was.
Yeah.
But hey, it got him.
Yeah, they're like, yeah.
But besides,
They like artificially created the gap.
exactly
Yeah,
because they don't like it. I mean,
No,
now-
of course.
But I think part of what, besides that, part of what also did him in, at least with the conservative side of things, was him saying "bake the cake." I think that did him
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
which I disagree with.
That guy shouldn't have made the cake. Because, okay, so from what I understand of that cake bakery place, they got sued to make a cake or whatever,
What it was,
is that they didn't even make the cake the guy
Hold
wanted
on,
to make or some shit. And they were like, we don't make this.
no, it was
Or something along those lines from what,
No,
I
what-
heard. I don't know too much
That's
about
the
it.
Breitbart version.
what had happened was
What happened? Look, realistically, I don't care. It's like my position default is going to be, well, free market. If he wants to deny service to somebody, let him deny service.
exactly.
Yeah, and also, but like the flip side to that is, if that couple wants to go on their Twitter or something like this guy's a douche because he doesn't bake cake for
Exactly,
gays.
exactly.
That's also
Yeah, he's going to hurt his business and he's going to fail.
Yeah, and that's also the free market working.
Or, exactly. Or they could turn around and open a bakery and accept everyone. And
yeah, but I mean,
Yep.
like,
Run
you
them out.
don't have to make your own. Just
I'm just saying it's an option.
No, of course it's always an option, I guess. But like, unless you don't know shit about baking and you don't want like making
YouTube,
cakes,
bro, you can learn anything.
Yeah, of course you can.
can.
But like,
No, you
like,
fucking
do you
can.
want to? But anyways, the same free market, like,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I cut you off
the
too.
same free market principles will dictate that that and I had this same kind of conversation with Krebs because I told him I didn't want Papa John's and he called me a snowflake. It's
I love you, Krebs.
shout out to Krebs again, and then but
Force Ghost of Krebs is with us.
and so what I was telling him is that your spending power is essentially. And this is what really got to me, and going off into more tangents. This is what really got to me about the whole Citizens United thing. Is that I do believe that money is free speech because your spending habits will dictate how a business runs, or will dictate what somebody's policy is going to be. So like that in of itself, if you just got enough people to say fuck this shop, they don't serve gays, then they're going to either change their policy or they're going to go under. And I don't think you need government intervention to essentially do the same thing that a well-placed campaign on Twitter or something would.
Which is exactly why I think we should end all mandatory spending programs and have it be a private charity organization that runs those things. And guess what? We'll use the same Twitter campaigns.
I don't think that has anything to do with the bakeries.
No. We'll use the same style Twitter campaigns to shame corporations
we
use the same Twitter and social media campaigns to shame big corporations into donating money to run those programs.
Yeah, fine.
And then we'll get rid of my fucking taxes.
Yeah, if and when that actually starts to happen,
I'm just saying that's my idea.
No, it's
Yep.
it's
I'm
a great idea
I'm on board.
paper. Yeah,
I heard half of it. I'm on board.
Alger's like, you said no more taxes? I'm fucking in.
Yeah, man.
I'm there.
Details later. Details later.
So what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just going to say what the story was with the cake baking was. It was a couple that was going around to a bunch of different places trying to get people to not bake a cake for them so they can start a lawsuit.
Seriously?
I believe that's what
that's not the first time that kind of stuff happens. I know.
No, people are litigious. They're looking for bullshit.
They were looking for when DC versus Heller came up. Again, shout out to Eddie for explaining that one to us. The gun control one.
Yeah.
They were essentially waiting for someone to get denied their license because the way it worked in Washington D.C. was that you weren't allowed to have a handgun or you weren't allowed to have a gun in your house unless it was either locked or had a trigger lock on it or was not readily accessible and operational. So they put anybody who wanted to keep their firearms either at home or on their person had to get special permission from the chief of police. So this guy, he applies for it, gets denied, then he just sues and it goes pretty much straight to the Supreme Court.
And that's kind of what this couple in Colorado did.
Yeah, so it's not the first time that that kind of shit happened. So and
this same baker's been sued 2 more times.
Yeah, oh really?
Because he
really doesn't like the gays.
Well, people were.
I don't
feel an ounce of pity for this guy. Because fuck this guy in particular. If you don't want to bake a cake for someone for your bullshit reasons, I don't have to like you. I don't like you.
Exactly.
But I don't think the state should come in and tell you to do it.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
not.
And that all was happening during the time when Nick and I were getting married, and so that prompted the question for me. Every time I called a vendor, I would say, "Hey, this is a same-sex wedding. Is this a problem?" And I never met a single person who was like, "Yeah, that's a problem for me." But if it did, I'd be like, "All right,
what is your money not good? Are you trying to pay me in pesos or something?" No, we're good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the difference between putting 2 grooms on the top of the cake.
There's no difference, but I understand that they have a religious. They have a religious problem with it. It's a dumb reason, but
but even then,
their reason.
But let's be real. In Miami, you're not going to run into that problem.
No, of course.
No, I guarantee you.
Everyone in Miami's hustling, so you're good.
Yo, if you walked into somewhere and were like, "Hey, I need a gay wedding cake."
9 times out of 10, you'd probably find.
Is that going to be a problem?
Do you want to shape like a dick or not?
You got cash? Yes, I do. Let's do this.
Yeah.
How big you want the dick?
Yeah.
Do you want veiny? Black, white? What do you
Big
Asian?
veiny, glorious bastard.
There you go.
Doesn't matter if they have
Yeah,
a religious
no,
problem
they
with it or not. They'd have fucking done
Yeah,
it. If
no.
you got
That's
you walk in
true.
there with cash, you good.
You-
Now
yeah.
the rest of the country, that's in it. I
Especially
can see it
the
could be an
South.
issue.
But I do wonder how many people would normally have had a problem if that wasn't in the news.
Yeah.
That does make me wonder.
Yeah.
But no one had a problem with it, and I would not have a problem with saying, okay, I don't care, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you my money. And I don't
Yeah,
want
I
people
would
to
say,
be forced to take it
should
anyways.
they have baked the cake? Yes, but like should the government like have the
They
final
shouldn't-
say in telling
They shouldn't
you
have
that?
baked the
Then
cake.
no.
If they didn't want to bake the cake,
Well,
they
no,
should
of
not have
course.
baked the cake.
I'm just saying, like any argument like saying that they should only be limited to cultural, like the way things ought to be, kind of utopian. view
whatever
or
reasons they have, they shouldn't have
Yeah.
to bake the cake.
No, of course.
But we have things like Google ratings,
Yelp.
Yelp.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So we can, like, I would absolutely, if someone said, no, I don't feel comfortable baking a cake for a gay wedding, I'd say, okay, no problem. Then instantly on Yelp saying, like, fuck everything about these people. They won't bake a cake, but I won't go to my, to the government or try and sue them and say, like, you
Yeah.
should.
Well,
you
I mean,
should
sue
bake the
them
cake.
if you're going to get you some money, but like,
No, not even that. Fuck
I
all
don't
that
think.
noise.
Yeah, but like, I'm not going to like look for like
And then I don't want a forced cake
yeah,
because 100% there is shit and spit in it,
yeah,
and minimum 3 pubes,
yeah.
Just 3.
just 3.
Those aren't drawn on.
That's the vein for the dick. One's extra curly.
There you go.
So why shouldn't the government come in and tell businesses how to operate?
What? Isn't this like something you have not like? Is this not something you've already said?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting for a communist friend to answer it.
I know.
Monkey's like, whatever, bro. Deregulate the Fed. Fuck off.
Yeah,
Fine, do it. Imagine Elizabeth Warren just one day, just like, I'm fucking tired, just do it. I don't care.
Apparently,
So
she's
bad.
gaining in the polls against Biden now.
good.
Probably.
Biden's a fucking asshole.
And he's a pederast.
Yeah,
You know what's funny is there have been memes circulating about him for years, and now all of a sudden it's an issue because he's running for office.
Yeah.
And it's so funny now, like all the other Democrats are calling him a fucking racist. Or
Well,
they're
like,
not calling him a racist; they're implying that he's racist. Like
yeah. Well,
hardcore.
What has he done that's racist,
Well, he wrote the. I forget what
He said Chinaman
No,
once?
no.
He said Chinaman,
There was
and
like a
he-
series of.
Oh my God, I was
Hold on.
joking.
There was a series.
No, I don't know.
There was like a series of laws that like went in. I think during like the Clinton years. That like
he was.
it was like
those
something
crazy
like
co-author.
Yeah.
The
I
one of the
forget
drug
what it's-
laws, right?
Oh no, it wasn't a gun law. It was
no,
like
drug.
mandatory
like-
minimum sentencing.
Yeah,
shit.
all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit,
That-
and
that
like
was
a
him.
lot of that got like
Oh,
most of that
fuck
got
that guy.
most of that got applied to
Okay.
minorities, and so he wrote those with the intentions of like it was almost like the broken windows kind of approach to stopping crime, where like if when you start enforcing the small crimes, people will start paying attention to the big crimes.
Broken windows approach?
Yeah,
If you
some
make-
places do it like if they'll I forget which city specifically, but like they'll say like if you break a window, that's a crime, and we're gonna enforce that. And so like when you
Yeah.
get harsh about all that stuff, then the people should expect you to be harsh about like the bigger stuff.
So
and
it's a
so
deterrent
they think
idea.
it deters crime. It kind of doesn't. But
So it's called the broken windows idea.
Okay.
So like you crack down on small time crime, and the idea is that big crime won't be there as well because they'll be deterred because these guys are going after broken windows. If I steal a car, I'm fucked.
yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
That's
But
the
yeah,
idea.
like
I thought it was that economic concept of the broken window that you were talking about. I was like, how does that apply?
No. But he did that, and then he gave this speech where he talked about because I guess when he first got into Congress, he was he did a lot of work with Strom Thurmond, like the longest running senator of all time and the biggest racist segregationist
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
And so they're like, he worked with this guy, blah 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 blah. You know, how could you work with him? And it's like, wait.
First of all,
Wait,
it's
so
kind
wait,
of your
so
job
wait.
to work with people.
Wait, hold on. I'm just sitting there thinking the whole time, going, wait. So John McCain's a racist. Mitt Romney's a racist. And now Joe Biden's a racist.
Probably.
Well, like, you got to remember
Like-
too, the reason why he was the biggest reason why he was Obama's running mate was because
Because he couldn't run for president by himself?
well, that too.
That?
But like, well, he was supposed to be the one that kind of anchored the traditional Democrats to like this idealist, you know, the Obama's first term, like what everyone thought he was going to be. And so like Obama was this big idealist, and Biden was supposed to be the guy who like
Reined him in.
yeah, he was okay. We're gonna be able to rein him in and keep him as a traditional Democrat. So just vote for him and it'll be cool.
So what Obama was like, we can bomb more people.
Yeah,
and then he's
well,
like, pull it back.
Yeah, fuck all the immigrants.
Well, deport everyone and bomb them. It'll be great.
Yeah, yeah,
Biden's like, come here, little kid. We gotta go.
yeah.
So
And so the whole time he's there hugging 9-year-olds. Jeez.
funny story. So I've gotten more active in my union at work, right?
Yep.
So we had a mobilization class that I attended.
Miniature communism. What?
Yeah. So look, man, collective bargaining is not against freedom.
No.
So I'm in. But anyway, so I take this mobilization class, and the instructor comes down from the upper echelon of the union organization, from the district area.
The czar, if you will.
Yeah.
The
And he's-
autocrat.
Yeah, and so the first part of the first couple hours of this class, he's going on about politics, right? And I'm sitting there listening to him spout this fucking leftist fucking propaganda.
You know,
And I'm
Czar
like,
means Caesar.
yeah. And I was just like, okay, you know what, Matt? Don't say anything. Just let it ride. This is not the forum for this.
And then he
Just-
said proletariat the 5th time.
and I just, you know, I got quiet and I just listened and I was like, nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Nope, that's wrong because of this. No, facts here. Yeah, okay, whatever. So then there's a younger guy I work with who is also in this class, and he has recently decided that he is conservative,
Okay.
and he's only like 22.
Okay.
Young guy, but he went from the time I met him, he was super hippie. Now he's like become extremely more Republican, and like a libertarian leaning Republican.
Okay.
And
So the good kind.
yeah, and we've actually had a lot of conversations about it, and it wasn't from me telling him things. He came to this conclusion all on his own. So I guess he couldn't take it anymore, and he spouted off about something, right? So
The joy in his eyes of saying
And I
this
was- oh,
is
yeah.
just like, I wish we had this on video.
I wish I had the whole conversation on video, because I really schooled the instructor.
That's not what I was talking about.
You want this right now? It was beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. Anyway, so the kid's going off about something, and the instructor they're arguing back and forth about feelings and on situations, and the instructor says something, and I was like, all right, I have to say something now, because he's like, if the government didn't spend all of our money on the military, we'd have money to fund these programs, and I was like, that's not true. That's absolutely not true. And he's like, no, you know how much money the government spends on the military? And I was like, last year the federal government had a $4 trillion budget. 2.8 trillion of that went to mandatory spending. 600 billion went to the military. You're talking over 2/3 of the federal budget goes to mandatory spending programs. It is not the military we are spending money on. And he kind of looked at me like, that's wrong. And I was like, we can Google it and look if you want. This is you know, objective facts here. This isn't something we can.
I've looked through the government website one, and it's convoluted as fuck.
This is nothing that's going to change.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
so like short of going to imright.com and like seeing exactly what you wanted to see, like there's no way to really find that information.
No.
How do I prove this fuckhead is wrong? .com.
And so I was like, all right, look, check it out. We'll Google it. And so I pull out my phone, I whip it out. I click. I was like, look, we'll click on the first link. I click on the first one, the exact numbers I said. He's like, well, we don't know about that website. I'm like, all right, well, let's go to the second one. Same numbers. I was like, and he's like, well, no. I'm like, all right, let's go to the third one. I went there. I was like, hold on, let me just check them all. Check like the first 7 links, all the same fucking numbers. I was like, you see, mandatory spending is why we're $22 trillion in debt.
Yeah,
and he's like, and
I
he
was
looks
gonna
at
say
me and he
too
goes,
is and this is just from a class that I had to take about public sector budgeting, and from what I was told,
That's a class?
yeah,
hurt my dick.
From what I was told,
You still got your pants on.
No. It just hurt my feelings.
that military spending does count as part of the what was it you just called it, the mandatory spending.
Anyway,
Is it
so
it is a piece of that.
there are
So,
pieces.
yeah, and that's the thing is like numbers can mean whatever the fuck you want them to mean.
So
Like you can extrapolate it from here and say like, oh look at like they spend $600 billion as opposed to like $4 trillion of debt, or you can say over here where like they say like this is the biggest piece of the singular piece of the pie, or something like that. And so like it's all in how you want to interpret it.
Yeah.
But anyways, continue.
anyway, so and I tell him like this is why we're $22 trillion in debt, and he looks at me and he goes, you know, it doesn't matter who's in office, Republicans or Democrats, they spend. You know why? Because the debt doesn't matter. And I was like,
That's wrong. But
okay,
again,
you're about
you
to
start-
unleash the monster. It's coming right now. And he's like, you know, the debt doesn't matter. I was like, actually, it does. There's this thing called inflation. And he's like, oh, no, we fight that and this and that. I'm like, yeah, we fight that by going to wars with other countries because we have this thing called the petrodollar and da-da-da. And I explained how we develop value. And he's like, that's one economic theory. I'm like, no, this is economic fact. This is how we develop value for the dollar bill. He's like, no, we print money. And I'm like, yeah, and it's worthless outside of our borders if we don't establish value for it. How do we establish value for it? We kill people that don't sell oil in dollar bills.
All the other
That's how
union members are looking at him like, he's over 9,000.
And
with a
he's like-
scouter on and everything.
and he's like, the guy giving the class is like, well, no. And I'm like, look, these are facts, bro. We can't fight this. This is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Anyway,
First of all, it is an economic theory, even though it's a good one.
yeah.
But
Anyway, he gets a little perturbed, and I could see the passion on his face. We'll call it that. And he looks at me and goes, "Are you a libertarian?" And I laughed, and I was like, I looked at him, and I was like, "Yes, but I believe in roads. They exist."
yes, we need an interstate system.
and he just kind of looked at me, shook his head, and he's like, "Let's move on to another part of the class."
All right.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we please?
It was just funny though, because a couple guys after the class were asking me questions afterwards, like, "How do you know that?" And I'm like, "I like money.
Google, bro.
read.
I like money. I know these things. I like money."
Yeah, I was just say like both parties spend because that's really all the government is good at doing. Mm-hmm. That's their solution to their first solution to everything. Well, let's just throw money at it and see what happens.
You know why?
And then-
because there's two driving forces for the economy: production and spending. So the government thinks if we just spend, the production will come.
Keynesian.
But there's no production happening, so we're just spending and spending spending. And
most
They
of our I was
they
gonna say,
ignore the production end.
production like almost doesn't matter anymore in the sense that like, and this is like
You fucking communist!
I'm not.
Really?
I'm hold on.
How does
I'm not.
production not matter?
I'm not
gonna
saying
have
it doesn't matter in the sense that like
you're
it's
gonna have to
not.
explain yourself.
Hold on.
Explain yourself.
I'm trying to, and you keep interrupting me by saying "explain yourself."
Explain yourself.
Do it now.
Yeah, explain yourself.
Shut
better.
up and do it now.
Yeah.
Try harder, faster. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
I'm already bored.
Ben Shapiro me.
That's what he was saying when he was watching Pumping Iron. Harder, faster.
Do it now. Faster.
Do it now.
Quicker.
But anyways, what I'm saying is that like most of what we do to make money is speculating on what everyone else does to make money, and so like, I'm not saying that like. Actually, I'm saying that like actually making things should be the focal point, but it hasn't been for a long time.
So you think production is more important for the economy than spending?
I think it should be, but I don't think it is. I think that
Okay.
I think that backwards.
Those are two different
menta-
things that you said there.
No,
because
well,
you implying
I was-
that spending was more important.
No,
which is
but
Keynesian
that's because I did
economics.
not actually finish my thought before
Okay.
he started saying,
Before
"Explain
you said,
yourself."
Go faster.
Yeah,
Do it.
exactly.
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
You're gonna have to explain yourself. Sir.
Yeah. Because usually that's what happens. Like I'll start a thought and then he'll yell out "communist," and then I don't get to finish the thought, and now I'm a
Goddamn
communist.
Reds.
Yeah.
The court has ruled.
It's a witch hunt.
Collusion, delusion, bro.
Yeah. No, one of my favorite parts
MAGA.
of his State of the Union speech is like he gave a little rhyme where he said,
People
fuck,
still
what
watch
was it?
those.
I did, and but I
You are a
had
brave
it on,
man.
Yeah, I had it like playing on YouTube while I was doing homework, so I wasn't really watching
Two
it. Actively.
boring things happening at the same time.
I know, but I had to focus on one boring thing without putting like something fun on the TV while I was doing it. So, but anyways, this popped up into my head. It was like,
There's power metal playlists on YouTube.
no, I can't do that. Like, I'll just watch the fucking playlist. But anyways, it was like, if you want peace and
Prepare for war.
no. It was like if you want peace and God damn it, hold on, I'll fucking Google it. But he gave a stupid rhyme, and I was like, what the hell? I've never seen this in like an official speech. Oh,
You know, I really haven't watched any of Trump's speeches except for his acceptance speech. Mm-hmm. And in his acceptance speech, I really got the feeling that he did not expect to win.
Oh no!
when he quoted Bane.
Like he was super, super fucking humble. Like I have never seen him since then or before then, like humble like he was at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Not just humble, but you could see the shocked and the oh fuck on his in his voice. Like
Okay.
oh fuck.
Shit, this was a bet.
Yeah.
That's all it was Obama challenged him one time
Okay,
at a
hold on.
breakfast.
I got the quote
And he
here.
took it. And he
He said,
I'll
quote,
fucking do it.
here's the quote.
Just
it says,
watch it, Obama.
He got mad at him because he
You
told him that.
Namibian motherfucker.
Hold on.
Kenyan, whatever.
Here it is. Quote. If there's going to be peace and legislation, there cannot be war and investigation.
Oh, I do hear about that.
It was like, I had to rewind it like 3 times. Did he really just say that?
Yes, he did.
Did he really just rhyme? Like, since when did the fucking president become Mother Goose?
Let's be real. He has the best rhymes.
The best rhymes.
The best. He said he had the best words.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them rhyme.
All the time.
All the time.
Oh.
DJ Trump.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What'd you say about Bane?
Oh, yeah. He said something about like giving something back to the people. And like everyone, like just the internet. It was just the internet being the internet.
Oh,
was
okay.
like saying like, oh look, he quoted Bane from fucking Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises.
He may be wondering why shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
But yeah, that acceptance speech he gave was it was a combination of humility and oh fuck me.
I'd be scared shitless.
Yeah. I really don't. I think he fully expected Hillary to win.
Most people did. I'm pretty sure most of America's like, yeah, she's got this. That's why a lot of the young kids didn't vote.
Yeah, well, that was like an SNL skit. One of them was Chappelle. It's like it was just a bunch of white people like going, oh look, they have all their Hillary signs, and like they're just like watching the election as it like goes, no, it's a little close, but she's gonna pull it off, and then like just. Steadily, their reactions are just getting more and more negative, and then they're like, "I don't know how this happened," and then Chappelle and I forget who the other. I want to say it was like Chris Rock or something like that. They're the only black people in the room. They're like kind of looking at each other like, kind of know, but yeah, that was like the day after the election.
Whatever, man. Lowest black unemployment rate.
Didn't he like? Wasn't it like one of his
We have the
campaign
best
things?
blacks.
Like what else?
The most blacks.
Yeah. Like one of his campaign, like
The most employed blacks
one
ever.
of his reasons for like why black people should vote for him was like, what else do you guys have to lose?
And a lot of people went,
It really,
you know what?
Fuck it.
He's not wrong.
I don't think a lot of like minorities voted for him. I'm just
No,
saying.
most
no.
I don't think a lot of minorities voted in the last election. I'm going to go ahead and bet that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because so a lot of them only going to go out to the polls if there's a good candidate involved, and we didn't have one.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. Not no way, not nobody,
Yeah.
not in the middle, not on the other side.
Like, if you look at the numbers that Trump pulled, he pulled about the same numbers as Mitt Romney because the people that voted for him are going to vote Republican no matter
Every
what.
fucking time.
Every fucking time.
Yep.
The Democrats just didn't show the fuck up because Hillary was a garbage fucking candidate.
No, well,
that
I think
on top
I think
of-
more than that, a lot of them ended up just like voting third party or something like that, which is like
I think it was
part
also,
of the reason why like they had so much, even though there's always that much hate for third parties on the losing side, but like, there was I don't know, it just felt like there was a lot more vitriol about it this cycle than the last ones.
Because they've lost their minds because Trump pushes buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a real life troll. I tell you what, it is entertaining as fuck.
I don't think he does it on purpose. I think he just does it and then like takes credit for it, like 'cause that's what he does.
Whatever.
I mean,
Who
like,
cares?
yeah. I mean, like,
I'm here for the lulz.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here for the lulz,
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say, like, if anything, he does do well is taking credit for something after the fact.
Yep.
Whatever, bro.
It's like
Whatever, bro. He won the
shoots
trade
the
war.
arrow and then paints the target around it when he's done.
He just gets there, they're like, I don't know,
He won
something
the-
about a frog.
Yeah.
Bro, he won the trade war twice, bro.
Of course. Yeah. Hashtag falling up.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Did I tell you that was my theory for the longest time? Trump won the trade war
Okay.
because when he first started going to the whole trade deficit thing with China, it was all over the news. All over the news. It was all anybody talked about for weeks, and then everybody just stopped talking about it until what, like 2 weeks ago.
I just assumed they dropped it because they were all in on the damn investigation,
It was
which was fucking dumb.
yeah
Yeah.
It was
Wasted a lot of
It's
energy.
like
on
even
that.
if you're the most ardent Trump hater, like you had to know that like going all in on that when there's like really nothing, knowing that if you're wrong, that like all you're gonna do is just give him more power to say like when you finally investigate him, if you do for something legitimate, which I think inevitably he'll do something fucked up where they have to or whatever. But like when it's finally legitimate, now all you can just go witch hunt just like the last time. You see?
Yep.
It's just the fucking Dems doing all this shit like they always do. And
when there's a
now
lot
they're-
better things
Yeah.
to subpoena, what's it called? Impeach. There we go.
Impeach, yeah.
yeah. There's definitely legitimate reasons they could have gone after to impeach.
No, of course.
But this is what the Democrats do now, and like they go after what they think is the moral high ground, which is not a good argument ever because there's no fucking facts involved. And just I pointed this out before, just like Kavanaugh, there was legitimate fucking reasons not to fucking appoint that guy to the Supreme Court.
Oh, you
And it
mean
had
like how he wanted to keep spying on people? How he was in
Yes.
favor
Yeah.
of the Patriot Act several times?
and expanding the executive office power. And
Yep.
like there was legitimate fucking reasons.
Yeah.
But no, we're gonna go after this fucking shaky rape case from 40 fucking years ago. Are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding me? God damn
It's
it!
like, what does that have to do with
you
the You can
like-
go like on his voting record and say like, look, he's
Yeah.
a bad candidate because of this, that, and that. We don't like him.
But
We're
the
gonna
left
vote
doesn't
for
work with substance.
No.
There could- like, there was
I mean,
legitimate
really, the
for that
right
cause.
does neither. That's why it's better to vote for a third party. But
there are more.
I mean, because like the right will get like snowflakey about the same shits of like as long as it's something against their religion or like in
Agreed.
Why isn't there an Old Testament book
Yeah.
because
in the
they're-
front
How
of the city
could- yeah.
hall?
Why can't I put an Old Testament verse on this fucking statue of Robert E. Lee in front of my city hall?
You can, but Baphomet's got to be there too.
There you go.
True, but I will say this: on the right side, there are more individuals who will come forward and make substance-based cases, and the right is much
I
more
think
willing
that's
to listen to them.
I think that's more of a
versus the
recent
left.
kind of.
Because you got guys like Ted Cruz. When he, I mean, not perfect.
Well,
but
to say you can
when
say
he
what you
does-
want about Ted Cruz, but keep going.
But he looks great with the beard.
He does.
Anyway, but a lot of his cases that he makes, a lot of the legislation he pushes forward, there's actual substance behind it, and he has reasons for it based on facts, not just I feel we should do that. No, it's because
No,
well,
definitely.
the Constitution, this. We need to stay out of people's business.
Yeah,
Here.
and
Like,
that's fine.
Unless you
and like usually,
Yeah.
like, and usually with him, like even the stuff that I do disagree with him on, it'll be like, okay, well, I see it, and fair enough, kind of point. But But yeah, no, and this is what usually baffles me about like talking about this stuff in general is like one side will say that like this side does all this shit and like and they'll be right, they do, but like they don't want to pay attention to all the shit that their side does. And so like when I'll
Hashtag chaos continues. This is why I don't have a side, bro.
no, of course. Actually, this is
We have a
exactly
side. It's
this
side
is
of
exactly
liberty.
yeah.
There you go.
This is exactly
I'm the side of America.
yeah, fuck.
Not government, the country.
Yeah.
For the people.
Yeah, he's an anti-federalist.
I'm not an anti-federalist, bro.
You're an anti-federalist. It's
Federal-
okay.
The federalist government, the federal government has its role. Mm-hmm. And it
does.
is massively overstepped.
Long time ago.
Yeah, like, and that it's baby stepped its way into like
This
fucking left field.
Giant conglomerate.
No, of course.
Yep.
But like that's the thing is like I don't have a side. Like I'm not concerned with like if this is a left wing or right wing ideal. I want to know if it's a good one.
Which side do you normally pick, the hammer or the sickle?
Yeah. Okay. There you go, crying wolf again, you son of a bitch.
Well, you do bleed red.
Well, you got me there.
Facts don't care about your feelings,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Art of the deal, bro.
Art of the deal. Art of the deal.
Oh, shit.
One day I'm going to call Monkey a communist and he's just going to fucking haul off and hit me in the face.
No, I don't care, man.
I'm just going to wake up and he's going to be standing over me and he's like, one time too many, bro.
Okay, so mild shifting gears. Convince me on watching Star Trek and where I should start.
I've been
Heard
trying
you
to
guys-
get him to do that for a long time.
Okay.
On the where I should start. I'm curious enough to
Where
see
you
it.
should start? Okay. So I
Shout
started
to Paul for still not telling me.
I started on Next Generation.
Okay.
The first season is kind of wild, like boring. Not
Okay.
not boring, but you can tell the show hasn't hit its stride.
Tried.
The second season, it's awesome. From the second season on, it is just great sci-fi. If you like sci-fi at all,
I do.
you can just almost skip the whole first fucking season, except for the first episode. You need that.
Okay. Establishes shit.
Yeah, you meet Q.
Okay.
All right, so you can almost not watch any of the original Star Trek series and be okay.
Okay. I was hoping I wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Some of it's really good. You just got to watch it and understand what
From
it is.
what I
for what it
heard,
is.
just watch the movies.
Yeah, the movies are fucking phenomenal. Now, that being said,
Except the first one.
the first one, Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
I would argue, and this is because this is what I did, and like before you see anything, especially if you're already going to decide that you're going to try it, watch the first one, because like
Then you won't have anything to compare it
if you
to.
don't have a gauge and there's nothing to compare it to, it's gonna at least for me, it made me at very least like curious enough to see what else they were gonna do, because like for all of its flaws, it had a really cool premise.
Okay.
But like they just could not execute it with the 70s storytelling and special effects technology, and they just couldn't pull it off.
No.
And
Star Trek:
so-
The Motion Picture is a god awful piece of garbage.
but-
it is almost unfucking redeemable.
But,
Okay,
but-
it is just absolute fucking trash,
and-
down to the wardrobe. Like,
Now I will watch some trash.
yeah, but
I
like-
will watch trash.
Yeah, but-
okay,
Because I used to love B sci-fi movies. Like I used
Okay.
to watch, like you ever seen the old 1930s sci-fi movies, like
Yes.
with them or the 50,000 League, 50,000 BC.
this. Okay, well, along the same lines.
I'm into that. I'm into
Okay,
that.
now, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Heard the best sci-fi movie ever made. I heard you say that. Heard other people say that. So
It is fucking phenomenal.
Already
Leaps
know
and
I gotta
bounds.
do that.
It was
leaps
a
and bounds
great
better.
fucking movie.
Now, okay, so this is what I would say to you.
Hold on. This is exactly why I'm saying watch that shitty first one first, because like when you got nothing to compare, I guarantee you a lot of his opinion is based on the fact that like probably the correct fact because I haven't seen them yet, but it does not hold up in any way, shape, or form to all the other stuff.
So like you get a hand job first and then you get a blow job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
when
like
you-
it's
when-
like being 40 years old and then you go out to dinner and all you get play that night. Some dude sticks his foot under the table and rubs your dick through your pants with his foot.
Okay.
You're like, yeah, this is boring.
But when you're 13,
it could be exciting.
But when you were 12 in that
If you were
game,
wearing fucking sandals.
yeah.
Yeah, But
I was
if you were
when
12, that was awesome.
I would say when you were 12 and that hand job is a big deal, then like whatever. So like I said, like watch that first because for all of its flaws in there or many, you could tell like they at least from the premise like they wanted to make a good movie.
They were pushing it out because they're competing with Star Wars.
Probably,
Yes.
yeah. But
Well, the second, third, and fourth one, they were.
Okay.
yeah,
The first one was just kind of a thing they did because they had a property, and it failed massively
Okay.
because they gave it the Hollywood treatment, and it was not what it needed.
Okay.
Anyway, so
it just needed to
Wrath
stay
of-
sci-fi.
Wrath of Khan is actually a sequel to one of the episodes in the original series. And I would absolutely watch that episode.
Okay.
You don't need to. I saw it and it was fucking great.
If you
Oh,
watch
the-
that,
the Wrath of Khan.
if you watch that episode, it gives backstory and it
Continuity.
gives you continuity, and it'll help establish the relationship between Kirk and Spock because their relationship is what makes the original series in the movies for sure. Like their whole dynamic is just phenomenal because you don't have just one main character. You have this relationship is the main character.
Okay.
But yeah, and then just watch the movies in order and go.
Okay. 'Cause I've seen the new versions of the movies, and I liked them.
Okay.
They were good.
They-
Because my mother-in-law's a Trekkie, and so
I haven't seen any of them.
I like the new ones, the J.J. Abrams flicks, because the wife enjoyed them. So I was able to watch them because they were full of action. Star Trek is not known for action.
No, it's
No.
They're situational and contemplative situations. So like it's all about the moral justice.
okay.
So there's a lot of dialogue and things are said and yeah. But yeah, I would definitely start with the movies. If you're looking to do a series, Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay. I'll give
And
it
then-
a shot.
Once you get through Next Generation, I still think Voyager's better than Deep Space Nine.
Okay. Which one is Whoopi?
Next Generation.
Okay.
She comes in like the 4th or 5th season. Her character's name is Guinan.
Guinan?
Yeah. Yeah, she's hundreds and hundreds of years old.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, her people were wiped out by the Borg.
Okay. The Borg doesn't come in until one of the movies from that
No.
series.
No. They come in. So the Borg comes in. It's one of the Q episodes in TNG. They introduce the Borg,
Okay.
which is hands down the best Star Trek villain.
Okay.
They're phenomenal. They're watch.
I have to watch.
You have to watch. I don't want to spoil it.
No, please don't.
But yeah, just make. But yeah, the movies.
I love reading theory on shit. 'Cause, like I haven't. Whenever I hear you guys talk about comic books and stuff, I haven't read a whole bunch of comic books, but I love going on and reading the wikis of like what happened here, there, and the other. So I like reading about it. So I'm excited to watch Next Generation.
There's 7 seasons.
Nice. Okay, good. That'll keep me busy.
there you go.
I will say the so the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager all ended when they wanted to.
Nice.
They didn't get canceled. They were really, really great writers. A lot of good concepts. Some of the you can. A lot of them had over like story arcs over the whole thing, and then a bunch of filler episodes, like villain of the week type shit. And some of those suck, but
Yeah. Just like most of those TV shows at the time, it was
Yeah.
Monster of the Week.
Monster of the Week. But all in all, it's
It worked
pretty
for
good-
the
pretty good
X-Files.
stuff. But
That's
so
true.
you had
But the X-Files was their own thing.
Yeah, no, of course.
the original series, Star Trek Enterprise. Yeah, the original series of Star Trek Enterprise and the cartoon series all got canceled.
Cartoon series. God.
I never
I didn't
heard
know
of
that
the
was a
cartoon.
thing. Yeah, I was- I didn't
It
know that
was-
was a thing until you started complaining about
Although,
it.
did you know that there was a Men in Black cartoon series?
I did. I
Really?
used to love
the
it.
fuck out of
Yeah,
that.
it was fucking great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was great.
Remember, it's a Marvel comic.
I used to watch the Highlander cartoon.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know
You
that
missed
either.
out, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I watched Highlander 2.
Fuck you both.
And then what's the
It
guy
was
who
Sean
played?
Connery.
What was the guy who played Highlander? I watched Highlander, and then
I've seen Highlander, but I never really.
There can
I've
be
wa-
only one.
There can be only
Yeah,
one.
I was
I've watched
saying.
Highlander 1 and 2 like a long time ago.
The Duncan
Yeah.
MacLeod.
Duncan MacLeod, back in the day when Blockbuster was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so
Going old school. here.
next time I went to Blockbuster, I saw something else starring that same guy. It was like Dance of the Druids or something like. Well, he was in Highlander. Must be good. It was
Jesus.
the very first movie in my entire life. I think I was like 13 where I turned it off.
Oh wow.
I was like, this is not worth my
It's
time.
like the
I'm
at-home
13 years
equivalent
old.
of walking out.
I mostly masturbate, and this is a waste of my time.
Yeah, I could just be doing that.
I can do that instead of this.
You know, so they made like 7 Highlander movies,
Yep.
and the last one they made was fucking terrible.
Of course it was.
Like
I don't think anything.
because most
like-
people didn't know there
Yeah,
were 7.
Yeah, I was like, I
They
don't
made
think
this-
anything
they-
after part like 4 is
they
going to
made
be
this-
good
they made this thing where
pre Marvel.
they decided to change the whole premise, and that there was like a reset button of Eternals that were extra eternal or something.
So
that
they
had-
try to, like,
that had
soft
extra
reset it.
powers. Like,
So it's
what
like
the fuck is going on?
True Blood
So-
season
like all
7?
the immortals had to team up against these other immortals.
It's like,
Like,
putting a.
But they had superpowers,
Fall
and it
Out
was
Boy
like
song
it was
stuck
like
in my head
zombie
right now.
immortals, like, and it was in the future, and like, what the
Say
fuck?
Immortals one more time.
Immortals. God damn, like the movie was trash. It was such shit. I was like, God damn it! And they got the actors to come back.
like we got you.
Well, it's not like they were doing much anyway.
Fuck. They could have done porn. Fuck.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I do. There can be only one.
So you, I was to say, so you basically you're saying that you would have jerked off to the Highlander.
Well, not to the Highlander.
There was only one.
Yeah, I was just to say.
I mean, not to the Highlander, but you know, the girls he was
I
banging.
just heard from you, and I quote: "They should be doing porn,"
No, I didn't. I said they could have been doing porn.
and you would have watched it.
No.
Isn't that what he said?
That's what he said.
I think
I heard it.
I think I would have watched Gillian Anderson porn first. Ooh, X-Files
Sure.
throwback.
Oh, shit.
Everybody, look how straight I am.
I named a hot girl.
She's not that hot.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
not
Just a
really.
girl.
Although she
I thought
she
was
looked
hot.
really good in American Gods.
I thought she was really hot back in the day. I was like, ooh, her in 7 to 9.
Oh yeah,
7 to 9.
everyone.
Yeah,
likes
she's
that
on
one.
Voyager.
Oh yeah,
Character on Voyager.
Okay.
She was fucking banging.
she rocked that short hair.
Yeah, she did. And the fucking, she was half Borg, half human.
I don't know about all that.
She was Borg, and they brought her back to being
I
human,
don't
but
know
she
about all
still had
that.
half
but,
legs.
Ooh.
yeah, I was saying I used to watch
And she had
Voyager
this
because
skin-tight
like I
fucking
didn't
suit
have.
on.
Yeah,
Oh
I, was saying,
God.
I used to watch Voyager because I
Picard's
didn't have.
like imagine this Borg.
I was
puss.
poor and I didn't have cable. I used to watch Voyager because I was poor and I didn't have cable.
Yeah, bro, it was on UPN.
Yeah, that was the shit.
UPN.
It's the
Yeah.
worst thing to ever happen to Star Trek.
But
Even though
UPN
it was
had
your
all the
favorite
good
series.
Saturday morning
What?
cartoons.
Even though that's your favorite series.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have stayed on CBS, bro.
Oh.
Except, you know, now they want us to fucking pay for it. It's assholes.
Yeah, well.
Didn't
Whatever.
you already start paying for it though?
I did.
Yeah, so you gave in.
I
Sucker.
caved. Because I was on all these fucking
You caved,
forums
bro.
and Star Trek fucking
Doesn't
groups
matter.
and shit, and they're all talking about Discovery.
Oh my
and
god,
I had to
CBS
watch
All
it.
Access, gotta
I was
get
like,
it.
No, they were going on about like throwing memes up about Discovery and the different characters.
and
And
he
I'm like,
doesn't like to be excluded.
fuck, I gotta know what's going
No.
on. I gotta know what's going on. And then they're talking about how Spock is in season 2 of Discovery, and I was like, fuck, now I gotta know. God damn it. Fuck. And I hate commercials.
What, young Spock? They
Yeah.
bring-
So
Oh,
I'm
okay,
like,
nice.
fuck. So I don't want to watch commercials, so I bought the commercial free one.
That young Spock guy, he's in this new show on AMC called Nosferatu, but it's like spelled like a license plate.
Oh, that's
Watched
weird.
one episode of it.
Is it about a vampire?
It's about a vampire that steals children in like an old hearse.
Huh.
Very weird looking.
Huh.
I got nothing else to say about it.
Oh, okay.
It just sparked a memory.
He plays Spock.
Okay.
He does play Spock.
He does phenomenal. So
Oh,
Yeah, he does
that
really
dude
good.
from Heroes?
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Okay.
is.
Yeah. What's his tits?
Zachary Quinto.
Zachary.
No.
No?
He's the movie guy.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about.
He's not in Discovery.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking.
they got a
Movie Spock.
No. They got a.
So
another
it's
guy
the
to play.
character Spock.
Character
Is
Spock.
It? Okay.
Okay.
It's the same character, but they got a different
You
actor.
see, he's getting excited for all different reasons.
Yeah, I don't care about the actor. I don't give a fuck as long as it does good.
Yeah.
And the guy.
I like continuity, so
Yeah,
And
well.
well, it wouldn't have made sense if they had him there because
Because
it's
he's a younger version of Spock.
Because Vulcans live for hundreds of years.
But in the new Star Trek movies, they're younger. Oh, because this happened before these movies.
Yes.
Aha, gotcha.
Kelvin timeline.
gonna be honest, kind of retarded.
There's
Sorry, you're not the only one.
there's the time travel thing gets confusing.
Oh yeah.
Time travel always gets confusing.
You'll get a mild grasp on the whole Star Trek timeline after you watch the movies,
Okay, that makes sense.
and then the series fill in the gaps, I guess. But most of the lore and everything comes from the original movies,
Okay.
like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's good stuff.
How many movies are there before the newest ones?
9.
Jesus tits.
They
well, I was
they
saying,
did,
like,
they
they're
did-
they're broken down by like which series the movies belong to.
So there's the
So, like,
original series, the Next
The
Generation.
original
movies.
series had what, like 6, 5?
I think it was 6 because I think it was Undiscovered Country was the last one,
Okay.
and then they did Generations, which is the first Next Generation movie, and Kirk is in it,
Okay.
and then there was not Insurrection. Insurrection I think was the last one.
First Contact?
First Contact, and that one was actually really fucking good. First
That one I
Contact
did
was,
see was really good.
First Contact was great.
Okay.
Tom
And then-
Hardy's in it, no?
Yes.
He was part of the Borg, right?
No.
No,
Romulans.
he's,
Romulans.
No, he wasn't in First
Excuse
Contact.
me.
Is that the Borg were in First Contact? Tom Hardy was in Insurrection. He played young Picard.
There you go. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something on like somewhere on subreddit talking about young Tom Hardy, him being a part of the Borg.
No, he was in the Romulans. Yeah. He was a clone of Picard.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a whole thing, and then yeah,
I'll catch up.
yeah. You'll get there. You'll get there.
You'll get there.
I feel like it's kind of like explaining. Did you ever watch True Blood?
No.
It is a ridiculous, stupid show that I used to love. And then once you start to try and like tell people about it in like season 6, like, well, this lady's a fairy. She's in love with this vampire, but her brother's like a were-panther. And then you just stop talking. And you're like, I should just.
You have
I
this
should
like
quit.
moment where like
I'm
you
just-
you realize how ridiculous you sound.
I like a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah. It's like, God, I have terrible taste.
I really do.
Shout to your husband. No, I'm kidding.
Yo, what the fuck? We will fight in the yard right
Nick is
I'm
not
joking.
listening to this.
now. He's going to listen. He will cut you. He will fucking cut you. He's Jamaican.
We're gonna have a minority fight.
Oh, he's mixed too. He's Chinese and Jamaican.
Oh,
Jesus.
man, intersectionality fight.
Yeah,
Let's
he
do
knows
this.
Intersectionality.
No, he's- I'm not getting involved in that because he knows kung fu too.
Everybody, the communist, racist Mexican.
There you go. What am I supposed to start dancing on a hat?
Well, you're supposed to take down the wall by walking back and forth. I played the music. That's your cue, man.
It's your king.
The wall is now officially your fault, bro.
Yep.
Okay.
You were supposed to save your brothers
over.
and sisters.
Game over.
Monkey's like, they can get a plane ticket.
Yeah. Guess what? Planes go over your wall, so they'll be okay. If you,
So we're at 2 hours.
Oh shit.
there it is.
You got any final thoughts?
Taxation is theft.
Win.
And he loves his husband very
Oh.
much. I think I got cut off there, but
As soon as I said that, he.
that's all I needed.